Welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
Yeah,
Also,
good to have that.
you know what that reminds me of?
just
That
saying,
reminds me of
yeah.
every fucking math teacher I had that said, "You're not going to have a calculator with you everywhere you go." The fuck I ain't.
You know, I took the CPT test, like, call them a cop back in the day, and they're like, when I got there, they're like, hey, if you got a calculator, put this shit away right now. Like, you're not allowed to use it.
What the fuck does a cop need to
So,
calculate?
like, 72 questions later, I finish off the little test. There wasn't one fucking math question on the. I'm like, who the hell brought a calculator? But there were some crazy questions on the
maybe
the
they're
cop test.
maybe they're just checking to see if how smart you are.
Well, it's like they had some photos. It's like this officer's going undercover. What would he look like with a full beard? And they showed 4 photos. I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to know?
I don't know this
how
guy.
good, like,
Does he have a
beard
baby
grows?
face? How
I'm like-
often does he shave?
I'm like, can he grow a lot? Like, I don't like.
is it really fleshed out, or is he a
Yeah.
hipster that's getting a transplant?
Oh,
And and then there was like this one guy that walked in, and he was the most in shape dude I've ever seen. I'm like, just give him a badge and gun. The crime will go to zero if this man's like.
Well, it's like that picture of the riot cop holding the baton.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking bending.
oh, that's on the show. All right, welcome to Semper Hooah podcast. That was nice. That was good. All right, Sami, good to see you. You got Gil Lopez. He came back on. He's in the closet. We got Jonesy behind the stick, and our guest today, Dominic Baglieri. I fucked it up.
Baglieri.
Baglieri, like Consigliere. I never get that fucking shit right. So Dom,
You never watched The Sopranos, did you?
I did. I just
Baglieri.
no,
Bobby Baglieri.
no, damn.
Spirit animal.
Baglieri. It's the same thing, man.
So you were in the army, and you were an engineer. I believe 12 November. So that's I saw horizontal engineer.
Yeah.
Is that different from like vertical engineer?
We built roads pretty much.
Okay,
That
I didn't know
was
if there.
it.
I didn't know the difference between.
He's a paver.
Is it, okay. Hey, we
Actually,
need-
there's a different MOS for that.
Of course it is.
Anyway, we're gonna get into some Q&A with you later on in the episode. Jump in whenever you want. We're just gonna talk a bunch of shit. First things first, we gotta do a little pluggy stuff. Also, military movie cash giveaway. We got the winner is being announced before military movie review for Name That Line from episode 40.
Is it my dad again?
No, I don't think he won last time either. Thank you, Dad. All right, please like, follow, subscribe, share, remind yourselves we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all podcast platforms. Watch us on YouTube or at semperhooah.com. You can follow us on Facebook at Semper Hooah Podcast and IG at Semper Hooah. Check out the merch at semperhooah.com/shop. You could support the show, almost fucked that up again, at semperhooah.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing. All you have to do is click that support us button, and 50% of merch profits go to Tango 3. Sami.
Tango 3, with your help, they will support vetted organizational projects that help with veteran mental health issues, veteran suicide prevention, through the sale of Dove Creek Akashi Wagyu beef jerky. Yum, yum, yum.
It is good shit. And don't forget to send a hate mail to contact@semperhooah.com. And since PD's not here, we just pre-recorded his DoD spiel.
And as always, all views and opinions are not expressive of the DoD, any of its branches, or any military, government, or agency, organization.
Or maybe they are. All right, cool.
Could have gotten the better
It's a lot
recording of
easier.
that.
Yeah, it's just being lazy this morning since he wasn't going to be here. I was like, fuck. All right.
You did that this morning?
Yeah.
And you bitch about me getting notes in on you.
Hey, dude, I just found out he wasn't going to be here. Anyway, all right. So, since we don't have PD here or Rob, I didn't study about Russia this week, and it's kind of on our thing. So, the Russian super-duper military special operation.
Pete, you got anything?
Shit, he's
Waiting,
not here.
waiting,
Should have
waiting.
pre-recorded some stuff there. All right, so
Littering
this
in?
stuff did
Yeah.
happen that I remember this week. So, after the Ukrainas bombed the Crimea Bridge, or that bridge, whatever the hell, what's the name of that bridge? Kerch Bridge.
Yeah.
See, I'm fucking horrible at this.
Well, they're Slavic names.
Yeah. I think I would know being a Polak.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah. Excuse me. So the Russians retaliated. They sent a shitload of
They
fucking missiles.
also put a new general in charge of their operation who is supposedly extremely brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons why there was a retaliatory attack, because it was like literally right after that bridge bombing.
Oh, it happened.
He gets promoted, and then all of a sudden they start lobbing fucking missiles into Ukraine.
Yeah, they were hitting a lot of civilian targets as
To be
usual.
fair, they have been doing that. The only weird thing is they're using Caliber missiles, which are ground-to-air missiles, as ground-to-ground
Well,
munitions.
they ran out of their ground-to-ground munitions, probably.
possibility there. You got anything else there, Jonesy?
Also,
on that?
I hear that their attacks are getting a little bit more like coordinated and to that effect too. Like it's less like sporadic. It seems.
Okay.
I mean, the Ukrainians did push back a 7-pronged assault that went absolutely horrible for the Russians, but I don't know if they've kept on pushing. They're doing the same thing that they did just before their break in the north, where they're going absolute radio silent.
It's because the radios don't work, or
No, I mean the Ukrainians are going radio
Ukrainian,
silent.
Sorry, okay.
So they're going back to what they seemed to did before. Don't say anything, and then all of a sudden we find out there's a giant fucking hole in Donbass or some crap like that.
Okay. I know Elon was running some dough with the Starlink system.
Yeah,
over
that's a
for him.
fucking lie.
So he's working with DOD to. Well, yeah, he's like, fuck this, make him split the bill a little bit.
I mean, I would too.
So DOD's going to be they're working, trying to figure something out to cover that.
I mean, to be fair, Starlink is a pretty viable technology for DoD.
I'm
really
actually
be
trying to get
looking
it for a
into.
unit because when we go out, like when we actually need comms out there, like we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and we can't request satellite time ever, dude. We're fucking reserves.
No.
Like, that's like root thing.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about getting some Starlink for the unit.
Well, just look, when you get deployed forward, you'll be able to bring your cell phone and have it work.
Yeah, right.
Do keep in mind that he's requesting $100 million.
Oh.
80% of the cost is already covered by NATO
Oh,
before he started asking for money. So I'm not sure where he's pulling that number from, but that does not sound
Sales
right.
and
well, he needs it to shore up his Twitter deal.
there's
Most
that.
likely.
You know, I don't know how people buy. How the
Like,
EV
look,
sales
man,
going?
I'm buying Twitter. I need to make sure it works in the Ukraine.
Car sales dropped. You know.
Oh, and they are trying to modernize 800 T-62 tanks.
Oh.
I love how
Really?
that is the tank they're picking to modernize.
I'm still waiting for a T-34 to show up somewhere.
Oh, dude, I just saw a video about that. This UK like military historian.
Mark Felton.
No, he's called Laser Pig.
Oh, I've seen that guy too.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
But he was talking about. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of expecting the T-34 to show up. He's like, and also for all you T-34 fanboys, the tank sucks. Is basically what he says. It's hilarious.
The Ukrainians actually have used the T-34.
I would not
as
surprise
a
me.
roadblock.
I mean,
not
it's a good roadblock.
Yeah, it's like a museum piece, but they use it as a roadblock.
Yeah. I mean, there are still T-34s active in some like third world shitholes, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Taliban used a tank from World War I just rolling around.
What, like a little Renault?
Yeah, it is a Renault.
Jones, you got
Could
that
just mount a 7.62 machine gun.
you get that video you sent me earlier about the
Oh,
Ukrainian dude taking out the fucking
I'll
cruise
try to
missile?
find that, but
Yeah.
before that, I actually want to ask our favorite tanker here what he thinks about this.
Oh,
What?
it's not working. Switch over. Oh, hold on.
I see black.
Oh no.
It's all right. While you're doing that, we kind of probably should have fixed that. Oh yeah, just do it small. Small works. That sucks.
I can't see anything.
Oh, he's got it. He'll pull it up, dude. It's
There
there.
it is.
There it is. Can you see
Okay.
that?
Not really.
Just do the scroll zoom. Yeah. I see it. That's the new one, right?
What? I can't.
The Abrams X model.
Oh yeah, I've read up a little bit about this. It's supposed to be using hybrid technology. It's supposed to be like leaps and bounds quieter. Also, from what I understand, they're eliminating the fourth crew member. So, which leads me to believe they're probably incorporating an autoloader.
Yeah. So there's no one in the turret.
So I think that's really cool. I mean, it's definitely gonna increase crew survivability. I do, however, I am gonna say this though too. Like, one of the biggest problems with autoloaders, especially like with the Russians and their technology, the way they have their tanks designed, there's been a lot of incidents of like crew members like losing limbs because of the autoloader because there's no like real safety protocols in it. Also, a well-trained like Abrams tank crew as it stands right now, with an actual human loader can get more rounds off a minute than you can with an autoloader.
Okay.
I can believe that.
I think the average is like 3 rounds a minute with an autoloader, and it's like 4 to 5 with a human crew member.
Okay. Jones, you got rid of Chesty Puller there accidentally. It's all right.
How did I do that?
Hey, I don't even know. I saw the mouse go over there.
But yeah, the new Abrams is also supposed to be I think it's like 15 tons lighter.
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
and that's honestly
Yeah.
impressive considering how many battery packs they're putting in this thing.
Well, the main reason for it is because like the new SEP package for the Abrams has actually made the tank a lot heavier, so now they can't use C5s as airlift for them anymore. So one of the major pushes for that to make the tank lighter is so that they can bring back the capability of using the Air Force's airlift capability for it.
That's pretty cool. We also went way off topic from Russia, but
Not really.
kind of a little strayed.
All I heard throughout this whole conversation was one less person in the tank, and then the next thing that came to mind was they thicker jar.
I don't know. There's definitely a loader out there that's saying, "Oh fuck yeah, dude! No
Whenever
more,
you find that video though, Jonesy, though,
I'll
no
put
more,
it up,
no more,
yeah.
no more slinging rounds and no more walking track."
Yeah, we got more shit to cover here. All right, nothing else going on with the. Anybody else got anything?
I got nothing.
Nothing? All right, well, then we'll send it off with. Is it gonna work?
He is my neighbor. He is barely my assholes.
All right, enough about fucking Russia and all that shit. Okay. Coast Guard bags $48 million of drugs in the Gulf of Oman. Now, I've heard multiple different numbers on this. 48, 50, 28 million. I don't know. They can't. Somebody snorted half of it already. I don't know. The U.S. Coast Guard seized almost $50 million in drugs from a fishing boat in the Gulf of Oman this week, according to the press release from the U.S. Naval Forces Central Command.
What was it going in
I don't know.
Gulf of Oman?
As a part of the
That's Persian Gulf, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. As
Yeah.
a part of the combined task force, 150 multinational unit headed. That sounds weird. Headed by the Royal Saudi Naval Forces. Ugh. The USCGC.
So the 10 people in Saudi that aren't linked to the royal family are working in that?
No,
the
that's
US
just all the Westerners that work for the Saudis.
Oh, yeah, the contractors. That's right.
The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Glenn Harris captured more than 11,000 pounds of hashish. Hashish? That's not even that bad. What the
weed, man.
It's shit weed. And roughly 1,700 pounds of methamphetamines.
Okay.
Off the northeast coast of Oman. Okay,
You know, they're
1,700 pounds of
They're
meth is-
Saudis. They can afford cocaine, man.
Hashish. That stuff is. I've never had that because I'm in the military.
No,
I don't know anything about that.
It's also not bad weed. It's cannabis resin is what it is. It's highly
fucking
concentrated.
Really rough on the throat from what I've been told. I don't know.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I don't know. All right. What else we got here? Okay. Army's considering height and weight exemptions based on the fitness test score. So they're not. How are they doing? Lopez, you got anything on this one?
Yeah, so the only thing that they're really changing, they're not changing anything to the height and weight protocol, so
Mhm.
you're still going to get taped if you're still not within the standard. The only real exemption that they're doing now is that if you score a 540 or above out of the 600, then you don't, if you're not within the height and weight standards, you don't have to get taped.
540.
So they're saying if you're fit, you're good to go.
That's pretty high though. Yeah, 540.
Yeah, but the only thing that they haven't really talked about on how they're gonna do the scoring is like, back in the day with the APFT, it was 300 and then 270 was 90. You had to get a 90 across the board in order to get anything. Now it's like they don't really know. They haven't really talked about if you have to get a 90 across each board or if you score higher on one and that covers for the rest. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that'll come out
Gross
within
either way.
time, but.
What's passing? Well, when I was in, it was like 60 across. That was my goal every time.
Well, it's still 60.
Same, buddy.
Yeah, the events.
180. I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. But
So the events are still 60 across the board, and it's standard for everybody. So all age groups are still the same. It's not like back in the day where 60 would be lower or higher. It's still it's the same for all across the board, all genders.
what are people like normally getting on this test? Have you seen that?
Back problem.
It's like around. I feel like between like the 400, and it's in the 400s.
Okay, so they average like 400s.
Yeah.
540 is pretty up there. So you could be like PD there, who actually Pete he passed.
He passed,
He
yeah.
passed. Yeah, he's good on that on the height and weight too. Like just he
good.
got there. He's losing weight. He's doing good. Anyway, all right. So that's what's going on with that. Navy story. Go ahead.
Huh.
Pick it up really quick.
All right. Orca submarine has yet another case of the Navy spending money like a drunken sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Stop me if you heard this one before. A new Navy vessel designed to do great and wonderful things is now over budget and behind schedule. Boondoggle that is posing more headaches for the U.S. military than it ever will for the Chinese Navy. Yeah, it's kind of like the Seawolf, which is still like the most advanced attack submarine ever built, and we only built 3 of them
Oh.
because they are too expensive.
Now this thing is does like the Orca ones. They do like mine shit, I believe.
Yeah, like littoral shit.
I don't know. Jonesy, look that up, will you?
In February and March of 2019, the Navy awarded contracts to Boeing for 5 Orca submarines, the first of which was supposed to be delivered by December 2020, followed by the remaining 4 by the end of this year, originally planned to cost $379 million. The first 5 Orca submarines are now expected to come in at $621 million, an increase of $242 million, or roughly 64%, a recent Government Accountability Office report found. The 5 Orca subs are currently expected to be delivered between February and June 2024. Well, if we hadn't shut down the economy in 2020, it might have come in on budget, but now we have supply chain issues. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so it is
Fucking
actually
idiots.
it's supposed to lay hammerhead mines, which
okay.
actually launch torpedoes whenever it tracks something that is within its radius.
How big are these fucking mines?
I'm going to try to find it right now.
Looking into it. All right, good.
Those fucking torpedoes are 1,000 pounds, man.
Well, you know, more waste of money. Yeah, you're right, though. I believe, I think you're spot on with that one.
Also, do we really need a submarine that lays mines?
I don't know, do we?
It's unmanned. Why not?
The submarine's unmanned or the mines?
The submarine and the mines are
Well, I
unmanned.
would think the mine is
How
unmanned.
big is the
like-
fucking sub?
We got a guy down there in a scuba suit fucking clicking the button. He's like, all right. We got one.
Hey, it's good enough for the infantry. The Navy can do it too, all right?
It's true.
Down there with a little fucking claymore detonator clicking away.
So true. All right.
Yo, I'm going to get this fucking guy.
And I found that video you were looking for.
Oh, yeah. Pull that shit up before we do the next one. You have to go small, I guess. Sorry. Fucked up.
Let's find out.
You try. It's not going to work. I'm telling you. Hit it. Go ahead. Oh, it worked. Magic. Black magic. All right. Hit us up.
Can
right,
it
so-
just be magic?
Shut up. All right. So this is a little Ukrainian dude. I'll take care of the sound there. There we go. All right. So he's launching. What's he?
Is he standing out there naked?
Okay. What's he shooting there?
So he's shooting an Eagle 91, which is a 1980s shoulder rocket or shoulder-mounted
And
rocket.
he's aiming at a cruise missile.
He's aiming at a
And he
Caliber
takes it
cruise
out.
missile and takes
and
it out.
he takes it the fuck
Oh
out.
my god.
First time ever.
So he actually knocked out 2 that day.
2.
Wow.
He took out 2?
Correct.
What a badass.
Dude, he's getting his expert marksmanship badge,
And-
isn't he?
So there are a few more videos that I found about this. They actually set up a VBS-3 system for the Eagle, so they could actually train and practice taking out cruise missiles with that weapon
Dude,
system.
that's insane.
Fucking
Cruise
right.
missiles.
They get 2 seconds in order to
Shoulder-mounted.
acquire and actually hit this thing. If they don't get it in those 2 seconds, it's gone.
That's fucking nuts. Right?
Yeah, but I can hit 50-meter target. Like,
Oh, let's get into some real cool shit. Selective service. All right, here.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
I love this. Selective service. Trans women not exempt from U.S. military draft. Also, women shouldn't be exempt from that. But hey, the Selective Service recently published a tweet with information about who must register for the draft. The comment section revealed the tweet was generally panned, but some noticed the link contained information about requirements involving transgendered Americans. Although this information is not new, many were displeased with what they found. According to the U.S. Selective Service System, U.S. citizens or immigrants who are born male and change their gender to female are still required to register. Individuals who are born female and change their gender to male are not required to register.
Bullshit.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Does that sound suspiciously like the government actually defined gender
Yeah, I think
and
so.
sex? I mean, it's
What's that tweet, though? I think about the tweet up there too. Is it parents, if your son is an only son and the last male in your family to carry the family name, he is still required to register with the Triple S. Learn more about who needs to register. Okay. Interesting. So, I think that's bullshit.
well, what's funny is Steven Crowder covered that this week, and
Be a man. Like, if you're going to be a man, you could get that's how that should work.
here's
right?
the thing: like the Selective Service was still something that we had to do, back in the day when there was a draft, and we still have to do it today. And now that the military is wide the fuck open for everybody to join, regardless of your sex, gender, however you want to define any of those categories, I personally think that everybody should have to register.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially considering if they're opening, they're
What do you
opening,
think? What do you think?
they're opening combat jobs up to women now too.
I want to hear Dom on this one.
I don't know. I honestly don't even know. Like military's always been like,
Right, but if you need them, right? Let's say there's plenty of spots for women to do other bullshit too. If they
Look
need
what they
that
did in
combat
World War
stuff.
II.
Selective Service was specifically set up for combat roles.
Right.
So
Which they need to tweak that a little
right, but
Yeah.
if you have an all male force, right? The U.S. military, if it's all male, right? And we get to a point where we actually have to draft people and we have an all male force. So now we have men doing admin work. We have men doing logistics work. We have men doing shit that's not combat related. It takes roughly 7 people to support 1 infantryman. Now, if you're drafting women in, oh, cool. Now you have them to do admin work, supply work, logistical work, and now you have a larger infantry force. That's if you're not opening the infantry up to women as well.
Which they should.
I guess I'm biased. I grew up with 3 sisters. I would never want to see them get drafted.
I will go over the sister. Love to see her get drafted. I think she would need it.
I did too, and I would love to have seen them sign up.
I got
for
a daughter. I got a daughter. Get drafted.
Well, the other thing with it though too is
Teach you some discipline.
so the selective service is only required of citizens, right?
Yes.
Not even
Or I thought it was also legal.
nope.
No legal status on that. I swear to God.
citizens.
Jonesy,
So
fact check this fucker.
but if it's only open to citizens, well, there is a huge population of our country that are citizens
Right, but also
that
like
don't have to do it.
legal residents or whatever. If you're in the
Yeah, but
process,
here's
I
the
think
thing: you get the benefits of citizenship without any of the sacrifices.
True. Okay.
Sorry, that's the way I see it.
Check it up. Though.
Everyone should have to register.
I thought like legal residents, or if you're like even on the cusp of it, if you're legal here in this country, I thought you could get drafted as
Federal
well.
law requires nearly all male U.S. citizens and male immigrants,
Oh.
18 through 25, to
Well,
register.
I am wrong with that.
I mean, if
Well,
they're
male-
an immigrant, are they a U.S. citizen? Is
But
that what they're
male
saying?
immigrant. Yeah, okay, hold on.
I
Damn
got
it.
That's something I'm still
Look
trying to
into it a
find
little bit
out.
more.
Fuck
you.
Nitpicking. He's not wrong.
I know he's not wrong. God damn it. I got the eye ties against me here today. All right. You look that up. I'll
About
start.
fucking time, all right?
Speaking of
you and
immigrant,
all your
wow.
Slavs and shit, you people come out of the woodwork.
You'll like this one. Start it off. Let's go. Let's get into the funny spot.
All right. Oh, it looks like this one's me. Huh?
You got it.
The Marine Corps hits all its recruitment
Oh,
goals
that's
for
funny,
2022, unlike every other service branch.
Yeah, you guys made it.
Well, it's not hard when your recruitment goals are only 5,000.
Yeah.
The Marine Corps met its recruitment goals for fiscal year 2022, making it one of the only branches this year to fully reach its target numbers. While each of the services has been facing recruitment challenges, which service leaders attribute, among other things, to the COVID-19 pandemic. Bullshit. A low interest in military service and declining eligible population, the Marine Corps managed to overcome its enlistment obstacles. Maybe not make the military woke and people might want to join.
That's actually been a problem with the Marine Corps, too. They've been
Oh,
like
I
getting,
know.
there's a...
Yeah, but we're so far behind the curve on so many things. I'm guaranteed we're still about 5 years behind on the wokeness.
Commandant had to come out to start, like, watching shit because, like, there's your drill sergeants were fucking...
Instructors.
Whatever. Same difference. Fucking...
Nope.
Okay. You're round browns. Brown.
The Smoky Bears?
Yeah, there you go. We're getting a little graphic talking about some shit. I don't know. See if you can pull that out.
As
Jonesy,
one
too.
does in boot
There
camp.
was some Marines some drill instructors. Sorry, they got in trouble for that shit. Anyway, yeah, 5,000. You should see my fucking retention guy. He's shitting his pants right now.
Oh my
He
god.
is. What do you mean people don't want to stay in?
Like he's like, can you spread the word? I'm like, try.
Yeah,
Sorry.
stay away.
Yeah.
Run.
I knew
And-
recruitment was getting bad when they changed the type of commercial that they were airing. Like back in the day when I was enlisting, it was like,
Be an Army of One.
it'd be like a guy like walking down the street and everyone would be like, oh, look at that guy. Now it's like dudes fighting in a city, like showing off how badass they are. Like that's why I was like, oh man, they must be hurting.
No,
Which
what
is
they
not
should
even happening
What they
anymore.
should really do is have like a little like gender studies sewing circle now, because that might actually entice people to join the military. That's how woke it's getting.
I think it's good. You got anything on that?
No, not yet. But I did find more clarification on who is required to register for selective service.
Okay.
So it's all undocumented males, other than those on non-immigration based visas, whether or not they have a green card.
So we'll deport them, but we'll also throw them in the military too.
Yes.
I like it.
And then
That's
not give them their citizenship also.
Yeah.
Wait, if you register, aren't you documented then?
Right?
Eh, now you are.
Yeah, how else
like,
are you in the
Gotcha.
Crazy. Oh, fucking Gil back there is like, you know what my family's been through.
There are so many guys that enlisted thinking they just get their citizenship right away, and I'm like, nah, dude, you still have to take the test.
It's a pain in the ass. All right, back. Like I skipped. I thought we had funnies. So here we go. Now it's funnies. Ready?
That was funny.
Yeah, but it's more funny. Ready? Go. Let's start it off.
I have to do this one?
Yeah,
Am I reading this whole episode?
No, you'll like this one, though.
K-pop group BTS members face possible military conscription. No shit. You're from South Korea.
I was kind of shocked, though, age-wise, though, but keep going.
South Korea's military appears to want to conscript members of the K-pop supergroup BTS for mandatory military duties as the public remains sharply divided over whether they should be given exemptions.
Fuck that.
Well, dude, do what Israel does, man. Like, they go in and then they do, like, PR bullshit for the military.
Listen, if Elvis Presley had to join,
Right?
Johnny Cash,
Johnny.
yeah, Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix?
He was in the Air Force.
I didn't even
He
know
was in
that.
the- No, I think he was airborne.
Oh, no, he was airborne.
Yeah.
Second. Now I do that now.
Johnny
Now I know.
Cash was in the Air Force.
Yes, that is true.
Station in West Germany.
Yep. Lee K-Sick, commissioner of the Military Manpower Administration.
Sick name, by the way.
I know it. Lawmakers that it's desirable for BTS members to fulfill their military duties to ensure fairness in the country's military service. Agreed. Whether the band's 7 members must serve in the military is one of the hottest issues in South Korea because its oldest member, Jin, faces possible enlistment early next year after turning 30 in December.
That's what I'm saying.
It took them that long.
That's
to
what
get to
I
them.
thought, like, that's crazy, right?
Aren't they just standing outside of high school waiting for graduation and then just throwing them on a fucking bus? Like,
Let's go.
oh, God. All right. Under South Korean law, all able-bodied men are required to perform 18 to 21 months of military service, but the law provides special exemptions for athletes, classical and traditional musicians, and ballet and other dancers who have won top prizes in certain competitions to enhance national prestige.
Doesn't seem like you fall into that. I mean, athlete, no. Classical, no.
No.
Traditional?
Well, I mean, I guess it's traditional in Korea.
Yeah.
Now K-pop's a thing.
God damn it, it is. That is a... All right. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, Gangnam Style.
Oppa Gun? Yeah.
That's a banger.
It is.
It is.
It really was.
I'd be lying. That wasn't on my iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I just popped in my head. I was like, oh, I started almost doing the dance. Oh,
He's still
right.
out there doing his thing.
Of course he is.
Well, you know what?
He's a star in Korea. Everywhere else, he's a one-hit wonder.
All right, it's Fashion Week here, by the way. I don't know. We got a couple fashion things.
Yep, I'm wearing my shirt.
I'll get up the first one here. All right. Here we go. What's up here? High fashion reused camo windbreaker is only $1,725. Ooh, Semper fashion.
What a fucking steal.
Oh my God. People are nothing if not resourceful. That's at least the
This is
takeaway.
real, not satire.
Yeah, this is real. That's at least the takeaway from the fall 2020 line of ready-to-wear clothing from Marine Sear.
Sir, you're putting way too much effort into that.
I know. From a collection called Desert Damask. It's Tarzan and Jane meets Star Wars Return of the Jedi meets Desert Storm discards.
Did anyone else just think of derelict when you read that?
Oh, the camouflage prints were turned into a neatly finished, attractive clothing, according to Vogue. Sear is clearly focused on proving there's nothing rough and ready about the second life she's giving to pieces of defunct garments or dead stock. Wow. Nothing says thrifty like cheap old military surplus camis and turning them into $1,000 statement pieces.
Yeah, chill,
damn, this is
Kanye.
happening like crazy.
You want to see everything that I have in this line? Because it's pretty horrific.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Let me kill that fucking thing. Go ahead.
Please enlarge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's so much more. Oh, there's pants.
We're bringing Tricolor and Digi back.
The dead stock in this case appears to be compromised of
And
this
the Brits.
desert
and the
camouflage
Brits,
from the
desert
DCU,
camo.
the universal camouflage pattern from the UCP, and some funky tan floral pattern that may have been the camo of choice had there been conflict erupted in Maui.
No, that's the British desert camouflage from fucking the Gulf War.
Is it really? Pull that one back up again. Let me see that.
No, he's right. It is.
It is. Look at the
I
knee.
see it. I see
yeah. And then look at the fucking boonie hat, man. Like right underneath,
So
it's
hot.
reversible.
That's honestly the only one that seems moderately tolerable.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the windbreaker comes
I
at
buy
a
it.
bargain price of $17.25. Unfortunately, the designer's
360
site go on,
368, eat my ass.
does not indicate whether or not the items are weatherproof or even weather resistant.
Just like the military.
That's right. And luckily, the camo rain jackets are available at Walmart for just $25.
Yep. Or your closest military supply store, or from your buddy's barracks room.
Semper fashion, though. That is pretty hot stuff, huh?
But is it within regs though?
I mean,
Well, it's in a
don't wear it.
multitude of regs from a multitude of generations, clearly,
this is
and
off-
nations
this is
apparently.
off duty. You know, you get out of uniform. You know, you want to look good still.
Well, I heard that on Facebook, there's these like pages of like active duty military and all that stuff, and I saw that there's like this conflicting argument whether you could wear your tan T-shirts, like the ones you wear underneath your
Are you
top,
fucking kidding me?
if you could wear that with civilian attire, because someone was at the.
You're telling me you can't buy a tan T-shirt at Walmart?
Well, I mean, it's the uniform one, and he
wear
was
that shit all the time after duty. I'm too lazy to take it off.
right. He was at I think it was.
What do you think I jerk off into?
Yeah, make a good towel.
It was either Bragg or Gordon where he was at, and he was walking out of the PX with just his like tan T-shirt or Coyote Brown now.
You guys
And
are
his
allowed to
shorts.
walk anywhere in PT gear, all right? I don't understand
Yeah.
why this is a problem.
And he was called out by some Mazasarn.
Was he
or
not wearing his
something.
PT belt?
No, he wasn't being safe.
That's kind of fucked up though. Like just wearing it's your undershirt. Like, it's
But
not
then then someone pulled up the regs, and it says that any articles part of your uniform pretty much cannot be worn, like just as
yeah, I know there's.
outside,
I know.
so-
Remember some of that parts. Like you can't just wear your pants around or that.
well,
shit.
I mean, it includes like even your T-shirt. Apparently, you
fucking
can't even
weird,
wear
though.
that. But
So-
you see it all the time, and no one really says nothing. But
I remember they used to be okay with like the just wearing the PT shirt like as your civilian thing because it's free advertisement. It says Army on it. They were okay with that shit. Then there was a change though.
Until you get wasted and
Yeah, you're wearing Army. Yeah, who the fuck wants to wear? I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like the old gray ones. They were very comfortable.
I
the
like
new
to-
black ones are the most comfortable.
They-
I
it's like
liked it when
silk.
you guys had the brown shirts that turned purple after you washed them like 3 times.
When I mean old, before like
Oh.
the new ones, I mean like the actual sweatpants too. We had the actual gray sweatpants, the gray.
Yeah, I know what you're
oh,
talking
dude,
about.
those were everything was comfortable.
I got mad with the new ones. They don't have the turtleneck anymore.
Yeah, it's like the winter. I thought the winter one goes.
oh,
up a
for like
little
the
higher.
long sleeve.
The
Yeah.
fact that you guys can have a conversation this long about all the different PT uniforms you've had.
Oh yeah. Well,
Ours was
Had 3.
green
I've had 3.
sweats.
We've only been in the
Or
fucking you were in the
shorts.
Corps for 5-6 years, whatever. They had 20 fucking years.
Yeah,
in.
they still haven't changed.
Well, it's because you guys don't have a budget.
What do you mean budget? We have to buy
Your
our own
PTs
PT
have changed.
gear.
They have changed.
Well, now they have.
Yeah.
Took
All right,
20
more
years.
fashion. Do the
Took
next
25,
fashion.
30 years.
Speaking of fashion, let's keep going with it.
All right. Dude, I'm loving this fashion week.
I know, yeah. All right.
Expert calls Kim Jong-un's cater waiter outfit a sign of aggression. And, oh my God.
Isn't it nice?
Dude, is he putting on some weight?
A little bit, but his hair's looking better.
It's a fresh fade.
Always. I bet he gets that every morning, too.
That's gotta be nice, right?
How
Hey.
nervous is his barber?
Oh my God. Probably not very. That is the worst haircut I've ever seen, and clearly he keeps getting it.
You look fantastic, sir.
So Ronery.
Is that L'Oreal?
Kimmy J, you look
Oh,
fantastic.
blow
You're
that up.
worth
That's
it.
even better. Blow that up really quick. I don't even have that pic.
Oh my God, it's a meme?
Oh my God, what is going on with the back of his head?
That's just.
Oh
how
my
it's
God.
All right, let's talk about it.
All
Let's
right.
talk about it.
North Korean Supreme dipshit Kim Jong-un is known for his offbeat sartorial choices as the dictator continues adding to tensions in the region, having conducted at least 7 missile tests in the past few weeks and more than 40 this year. One expert weighing in on CNN went as far as to suggest Kim's newest attire is indicative of his overall military strategy. Wearing flowy white button-down shirt. Well, he's a fat dude, man. Come on, give him a break. And black slacks on one occasion, and a white shirt and safari hat on another. Kim is dressed to aggress, according to Bruce Klinger, a Heritage Foundation senior research fellow for Northeast Asia. He's bold, he's proud, and he's involved in this, Klinger told CNN's Brian Todd. The tactical nuclear weapons program is his. And while Kim looks more like an out-of-place cater waiter hired to serve shrimp cocktail at an annoying cousin's second wedding, a change up in fashion like getting bangs after being dumped could be interpreted as a sign that something is amiss. After all, the fact that Kim's saber rattling has increased is worth nothing.
Yes. Good old Kimmy. Thank you.
Oh my God.
That's fun. All right, enough about
Do you ever
fashion.
notice that him and his dad like pretty much dress the same except for the color of the suits that they wear?
Yeah, but his dad was a lot slimmer.
It was.
Yeah, you
Well,
know. So
well, it's 'cause-
Ronery.
Well, it's because his dad never made any bones about having like a harem of women.
Yeah. Margarita's gay.
Also, you do realize his dad was Hennessy's single biggest customer while he was
Get the
alive.
fuck
Yeah.
out.
That's how much Hennessy he bought yearly.
Oh my
They
god.
also stole like 60 Mercedes from Switzerland.
Oh, he didn't steal them. He had a branch of North Korean intelligence go there and smuggle them into the
Completely
country.
different.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, next one. This is actually, I love this story. This is a little crazy. I had to tweak it a little bit because there's actually some sad stuff, but I want to make it a little funny. So, all right. Daycare workers at Robins Air Force Base forced children to fight each other, feds say.
Is that illegal?
Oh, man.
Crack Baby Association.
Dude.
First of all,
Check out the graphic.
if I have to sit there and watch other people's crotch goblins, you know I'm starting a fucking cage fight with that.
Speaking of cage fight, check out that graphic. You'll like it. All right. Two
Nice.
former daycare workers forced children to fight each other on several occasions at a center
That's
at
how you
Air
settle,
Force Base
that's
in
how
Georgia.
you settle shit.
At the facility's former. All right.
Sound it out. Sound it out.
No, we're good. And the facility's former director kept quiet about the abuse because rule number 1 about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club. All right. Jesus, that's no shit.
Did Bob fight in this
So,
one?
well, somebody talked, obviously.
Nah.
But whatever. While under the care of 3 women, at least 14 children endured physical cruelty at the daycare center at Robins Air Force
So
Base.
it's
according to
women?
court
So
documents.
this was Project
Yeah.
Mayhem.
Project Mayhem, yeah. I could fuck these names up. Zanahay Flynn, that one's easy. 27 at of Centerville and
Anastasia.
Anastasia Fritz. Ooh, yeah.
Fritz, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
German,
it
yeah.
Antonisha?
29 is that Antonisha?
Ant-
It's
Antonisha?
Antonisha.
Whatever.
Oh, it is.
I thought it was better the way I said it.
I did too.
29 of Alabama. That makes more sense from Alabama. Antonisha
Roll
Fritz.
Tide.
Roll Tide, baby. Are accused of making the kids hit each other and spraying them in the face with cleaning solutions. Oh, it's so fucked up. I don't know why I'm laughing. And more while working at the daycare, according to the news release from the Justice
I
Department.
want to know more.
There's a lot actually more to this. I had to cut some of it out because it's kind of fucked up. The former director, Latona Lambert, 51, of Florida, faces 1 count of failing to report suspected child abuse because of rule number 1 in Fight Club, according to the Justice Department.
It had to be Florida woman involved.
Yeah, well, she fucking the only one in Fight Club that was, keeping her shit quiet. You know how hard it is to find a picture of 2 kids like fucking duking it out like that? By the way,
These days?
yeah. The best part is look at Brad Pitt like staring right at the kids.
It's like, yeah, punch.
I really had fun making that graphic.
I got a
I
question.
bet you did.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they make the kids weigh in before the fights? Like,
No, man, Fight Club. You just go at it. You go
Do
crazy.
you think they took side bets on this one?
Look at Bitch Tips
Gil,
Bob,
you
man. He
wanna
was huge in that shit.
You gotta drop them in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
I got 3
You're
grand.
taking a dive.
There's
Got
actually
3 grand on
You
you.
feel that nagging sensation in the pit of your stomach? That's pride. You need to stuff that shit back down.
so there's actually more to it too. Like they like hit the kids too, or being shit. Like it'd be one thing if you make the kids just fight each other. It'd be kind of funny, but they're like fucking them up, and the whole spraying them with chemicals in the face.
Yeah, that's not fun.
I mean, at the same time, like the kid's a little shit. You spray him a little bleach in the eye, like you little fucker.
Man, though.
Hey man, that's how I was raised.
Did the winner get like a golden sticker on the calendar?
Yeah, no shit, right?
Next to their name?
Round 2, fight.
Did Don
Oh.
King start promoting this?
Yeah, right. All right, next one up.
Ah, I got this.
Mhm.
King of the Ghost Guns, U.S. Army unit under fire after losing 50 caliber machine gun. Whereabouts still unknown.
mission gone. Oh.
How do you lose a 90-pound fucking gun?
Yeah, not even the whole thing, just part of it, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The receipt. Well, yeah, go ahead.
A 50 caliber heavy machine gun is still missing, and the U.S. Army is wondering where it went. The Browning M2, which is often mounted on aircraft vehicles and fixed emplacements, is still missing. From Joint Base Lewis McCurd, the 1-2 Stryker Brigade combat team, known as the Ghost Brigade. What a surprise it's the Strikers involved in this one. True to their name, the M2 seems to have vanished, and the Ghosts had their 4-day weekend cut short last week in an effort to recover it. It's gone.
Yeah.
The 7th Infantry Division spokesperson downplayed the loss of the M2, citing that only the receiver assembly went missing. Yes, because some idiot with a fucking machine shop can't make a barrel.
Just
All
the
right.
receiver.
The receiver assembly is essentially useless on its own, but had not been found, according to the 7th Infantry Division spokesperson Major Brian Frago. Couldn't they just say spokesman?
No, I
Since
can't.
he-
It's 2022. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, fuck that. However, those familiar with firearms and firearms law, particularly the National Firearms Act of 1934, fuck that, will raise eyebrows at this dismissal, as the receiver is the most important part of the firearm, according to the law.
Well, in general, it's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. Now, well into the following week, since the machine gun went missing, the M2 has yet to be recovered. The M2 went missing after it was left with staff duty for testing at a later date. In preparation for testing, the M2 had been signed over to staff duty to allow soldiers to train for testing through the weekend. Frago wrote. The major noted that the gun was stolen when staff duty personnel were not looking. The loss of the M2 has once again raised scrutiny by the DoD in regards to how frequently the U.S. military seems to lose track of small arms. Now, you have to not be looking for a long fucking time for someone to make off with a 75-pound receiver.
Right. So there was also they questioned somebody that said they did take it and threw it in the dumpster, but the dumpster was empty. They went all through it, and then they didn't charge this guy. There's more going on with it. I don't even know. It's like, wait, you got a guy that kind of admitted it, but didn't admit it. He said he saw it and then threw it in the garbage. It was like his story's all over the place. I don't know. It was so fucking confusing. I was like, what the fuck?
Why would you throw... I don't know.
Anyway, all right.
Also, you threw the receiver, but none of the other shit away with it?
Right. It's sketchy. The guy probably fucked.
Also, why wasn't it in the armory?
Do you really want to fucking steal that thing anyway? Like,
I mean,
dude,
I
it's
want
heavy
one.
Well,
I mean, I want one, but...
I wouldn't mind one. Like, where you...
We had a guy.
I'm never going to shoot it. It. Like, a fucking 100 rounds of that shit is literally $250.
Mm-hmm.
Worth it.
Worth it.
We had a guy that stole an artillery round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's
Make a little IED at home.
yeah, no
Like,
shit. You could do some lot of fun stuff
He
with
went to
that.
Leonardworth.
I mean,
Oh,
that
yeah.
being said, I do want to.
I don't know how he got away with it for so long. Like, allegedly, this is what I was told, that he stole it on active duty, and then he kept on bouncing units before, like, they closed in on him. And
Where the fuck did he keep that?
Apparently in his barracks. I have no idea.
What did he do? Put a lampshade on it? And
I just know he
Like
got
it's at a
arrested
thrift
at our
store.
unit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, hey, you could have some fun with that one.
all right.
All right, let's get rid of that. It's that time of the week for our best military satire of the week. I think you should. I mean, you want me to take it?
I got it.
You got it? Yeah, all right.
Best military satire of the week.
Yep.
The Air Force has announced the release of NFT challenge coins this week.
Oh, yes.
Which will be supported by its cryptocurrency Blue Falcon. The
Falcoin.
Falcoin. Jesus Christ.
I thought that was a typo at first.
No,
but
it's Falcoin.
It makes sense.
That's why I read it that quick. The move comes weeks after the Air Force revealed $1.7 million investment in Herbalife. Of course
my
they did.
No.
The announcement was made during a Twitch stream by former Enron CFO and current Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall. Bro, you got to trust me. We're going to be legends after this. LEGANDS. Legends. Crypto is the future, bro. We are the future. The dollar isn't a dollar, but crypto is the new dollar. We can be like Elon Musk and John McAfee, in and out and pump and dump, just like Iraq.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, okay. Blue Falcoin, the massively unsuccessful Air Force cryptocurrency, will be used to support the digital challenge coins, but Blue Falcoin lost 90% of its value earlier this year after a slide in the stock price of Bed Bath & Beyond. It is currently trading at 0.0000000002 cents. The inaugural coin was on the NFT trading site OpenSea shortly after the announcement from Kendall. Originally bid for $20,000, the coin depicting Hiroshima's bombing was ultimately purchased by Reddit user /u/Vladimir Putin my butt for $3. Also, I'm so upset that Reddit name is taken. After the announcement, observers noted that Air Force Chief of Staff General Charles Brown tweeted over 200 times to promote NFT coins. For example, call us the Space Force because we're going to the moon. General Miley is an old boomer ass fiat loving slut. Oh my God. Free Martin Scully. Oh my God. Can you mix cocaine, Viagra, and Ambien? This appears to be a Google search Brown X. Short answer, yes, you can. Warning, screenshotting our NFT will result in an immediate drone strike. My Twitter has been hacked. Please disregard any tweets from last night. Divorce lawyer near me also appears to be a Google search and accidentally tweeted. I shat my pants and cried when I heard the news. Air Force is based, said one idiot. I just took out a $300 loan in my wife's boyfriend's daughter's name to buy one of the NFTs from a cook at the DFAT. Printed out for me right there. Another idiot said. At press time, analysts were saying this was a big gamble for the Air Force. Only time will tell. Never mind, the coin is collapsed.
All right. Sami, are you all right there, bud? It's dying. I know because you invest in a lot of bitcoins this
And
last year.
Ethereum. No. That was the General Miley comment.
Yeah, I know.
Fiat loving slut.
Fiat loving slut.
It was the fiat loving slut
Yeah,
that did it for
yeah.
me. I really did.
I know you were dying there. Back to cocaine, Viagra, and Ambien. That's a good mix.
I mean, I've never personally done it, but I mean, to be fair, you can mix anything. The results may not be favorable, but you can do it.
I saw something recently that there's an Ambien shortage.
Really?
Yeah.
There's also ADHD medication that's short too, right?
Yeah, Adderall.
Oh yeah,
What a
Adderall.
shock.
Actually,
Yeah,
Addies.
that's
Well, yeah, because people fucking keep popping
because
Addies.
people take it recreationally.
That's right. Was it Hetty?
Yo, man, I just needed to get through the day.
All right, it's time for a POG Pro here. Our POG Pro. Ooh, it's a good one. I got it if you want.
Yeah, well, it's the Army.
Yeah, all right. All right, this week's POG Pro, Army Sergeant Lily Mitchell. Well, hello, you. All right. A Hooters waitress who serves in the Kentucky Army National Guard stated that her patrons have a special nickname for her, particularly for her enormous self-service. Yes. Sergeant Lily Mitchell has served under the 149th Maneuver Enhancement Brigade, which is part of the Kentucky Army National Guard. Mitchell, who was promoted to E5 earlier this year, was pleased by the nickname she got from one of her patrons. "This old man at work calls me Big Sarge," she tweeted. Oh, Big Sarge. Yeah. The sergeant who uses TikTok in uniform has stated that she's not interested in re-enlisting in one of her videos. "I would rather shit my hands and clap," the audio overlay of the other related video states, with the caption reading, "When retention approaches me about re-enlisting." Although Mitchell will not be re-enlisting, we salute you for your selfless service in both uniforms, especially the Hooters one. So, yeah, she's our POG Pro because she serves twice. She's literally serving and serving, and
A true hero.
she's fucking hot. You got some more of her...
The quality of those wings has gone down dramatically over the last decade.
Oh, you actually eat the stuff there? I just drink. Actually, I still love the Philly cheesesteak. I don't know why. It's
They have a
garbage.
cheesesteak there?
It's garbage, but it's good. You put A1 sauce all over it, and it's fantastic.
I fucking hate A1 sauce.
That's what makes it taste better.
Yeah,
though.
I just don't like it.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
too tangy.
I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But you can't put it on real meat. You got to put it on garbage stuff to make it taste
it's
better.
got bad steak or something like that.
Actually,
A1 came out in the middle of the Civil War.
Yeah, but you know what I just found out?
Huh.
It's from Britain.
Of course,
It's,
yeah, 'cause
it's
it's
not
like-
American sauce.
It's like
A1's not American.
no, it's
dude, it's like
British.
half of HP sauce.
Yeah,
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of
that's why it came out during the middle of the Civil War.
And it tastes good.
Yeah,
well, I like
yeah.
it. I like
Well,
it.
have you ever
He
had
doesn't.
British food? You got to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
something.
it is.
Yeah, that's why
shit.
HP sauce is a thing.
Can you look up some of her
That's
TikTok
also why they
stuff, by
like
the way?
curry.
What? Well, she's hot as fuck. What's that video? Blow that thing up.
All right.
All right. Full screen the shit out of that. She's our POG Pro. We don't... Oh. Yeah.
You
just
sure
give her
about
the
that?
music. Give her the, no, don't worry. It's mute. Look at her. She's dancing. Look at her rock that shit. Holy... Okay, that's enough. All right, POG Pro. Hats off to you. I don't even know why... you were hot. That's why you made it.
How did you stumble across this one?
Popular military, once again.
We got enlistment issues. Just put her on.
I know shit, but she's not.
She doesn't want to re-enlist,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
not
bet she'll take the
surprised.
payday to be on the commercials.
Yeah, I'd like to get her on there.
I don't know if you get to take the payday if you're
Oh,
in
my bad.
uniform right at the moment.
Afterwards.
I mean,
I'm sure they could do like some PR.
they wouldn't even let me fight the lava monster when they asked me if I wanted to.
Goddamn
re-enlist.
lava monster! I know all you Marines. That lava
That's a
monster.
commercial.
Well,
It was awesome,
badass
right?
commercial, man.
They should bring that one back.
You get a sword.
All right, scumbags. Not too many this week. We got one. And here we go.
Did you make that writing smaller?
It's a 2-pager, dick. All right.
Looks like you crammed all of it on one.
I try to get it. Well, all right. Yeah, that is tight.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck this idiot do?
Here we go.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. Scumbag, Army vet, Jera Sebastian Dolk.
Dilke? I don't know.
Dilke?
I don't know. You don't ask me. I
Who
can't
the
pronounce
fuck
last
cares?
names.
Spell your name right. All right. A former National Security Agency employee from Colorado accused of trying to sell classified information to Russia will remain behind bars while he's prosecuted, a magistrate judge ruled. Well, no fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Jara Sebastian Dolk, 30, is facing...
Wow.
Sorry. Nice. What was that? Sando. Man. Is facing possible life sentence for allegedly giving information to an undercover FBI agent whom prosecutors say he believed was a person working for the Russian Federation. He pleaded not guilty, though his lawyer during a hearing in Denver federal court before a hearing to determine if he should be released from jail. Wow, that whole sentence didn't make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, Dolk was arrested after authorities say he arrived at Denver's downtown train station with a laptop and used a secure connection to set up by investigators to transfer some classified documents. Magistrate Judge S. Cato Cruz said the stiff penalty Dolk could face makes him a flight risk, along with sympathies he has allegedly expressed for Russia. Cruz also said he was not sure that Dolk, who is accused of sharing the documents after promising not to disclose information he obtained while working at the NSA. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can we just fold that agency already? They clearly cannot retain shit. Also, if they're doing that kind of shady stuff where people are just going to drop it anyway, you might as well just be like, you know what? We just suck. You know? Anyway. Yes, I said that, NSA. I know you're listening.
Good for them. That means we're getting money every time they do.
Working at the NSA would honor any conditions he could impose, and that would allow Dolk to live with his wife and grandmother in Colorado Springs while the case proceeds. He was also concerned about authentic-looking but counterfeit badges for government agencies, including the NSA, allegedly found during a search of Dolk's home. Dolk's lawyers had proposed that his wife, who was in court for the hearing, could supervise the Army veteran and report any violations of his bond. However, Cruz was concerned whether she would be able to do that, describing Dolk as her caretaker.
Oh, caretaker. Okay.
This is... I have no words.
Okay.
One of Dolk's federal public defenders, David Kraut, that is a proud German name,
Yeah, all right.
said Dolk supported the household with Veterans Administration benefits. Jesus Christ. What is your disability rating? And had been supportive of his wife in difficulties in her life. He said Dolk would not want to put her at risk by not complying with the bond conditions. However, Assistant U.S. Attorney Julia K. Martinez said he already had by talking with her, taking her with him when he went to scout out public location to transmit the documents. Public defender Kraut downplayed Dolk's access to classified information since he only worked at the NSA for less than a month this summer.
That's it?
It's like a fucking internship. Yeah. Also, it's because the writing is really tiny. I'm stumbling over all this.
All right. It got bigger.
Oh.
There you go. Next
Look
page.
at that. Could have made this 3 pages and
I
made it
could've.
easier. All right.
I got lazy.
I'm getting old. My eyes are not what they
I
used
know.
to be. All
Carry
right.
on.
Shortly after he left the agency, he was there for a month. That's not even probation period. You don't even get insurance after that time, man. All right. So, after he left the agency, citing a family illness and signed a non-disclosure agreement, he allegedly began talking with an undercover agent.
That was quick. That was real fast.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I did 30 days there. Dude, this place is crazy. All right. You want some info? I need to make some money.
Why didn't he just fucking travel to Russia and just drop it off? Would have been less suspicious.
I like that so far.
Because
Dude,
I think
gotta buy
this is
a
kind of
ticket.
his thing, but keep going, and you'll see.
Swim
You'll find
across
out.
Alaska. Anyway, Martinez argued that the government does not know whether Dolk obtained more information from the NSA that is stored somewhere else or possibly memorized. She said he has motivation to sell more secrets if he were to be released. He knows how to make money, sell secrets to Russia, said Martinez, who alleged Dolk took the job at the NSA with the intent of selling secrets.
I know how to make money.
How the fuck do you pass a background check?
He knows how to make money.
I mean, he's a hustler, but
Yeah.
yeah, anyway.
1 month in, I'll get you all the info you need.
Yo, man. You see what I got right here?
Check it out. Got you into Chinese, Russians. What you want?
Yo, CENTCOM?
Yeah.
All right. The information Dolk is accused of providing includes a threat assessment of the military offensive capabilities of a foreign country, which is not named, probably Ukraine. It also includes a description of sensitive U.S. defense capabilities, a portion of which relates to that same foreign country, according to this indictment. The Army veteran allegedly told the undercover agent that he had $237,000 in debts and that he had decided to work with Russia because his heritage ties back to your country.
There he goes. All right.
$237,000 in debt. Get a job.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Fucking redline that one. But yes.
Before Dahlk transferred the classified documents, he first sent a thank you letter, which opened and closed in Russian, in which he said he looked forward to our friendship and shared benefit, according to court filings. Dahlk worked for the NSA, the U.S. intelligence agency that collects and analyzes signals from foreign and domestic sources for the purposes of intelligence and counterintelligence and looking at your dick pics.
All right. So, this guy. All right. Gil, you have the gavel that's off to your right there. Can you grab that? And it's up to you. Yeah, I probably should have mentioned you're filling in for Petey there.
Okay.
Want to give me guilty?
Yeah. Guilty.
Good slam.
Here.
Give me a big slam.
All
Come
right.
on. There it is. Jesus Christ, knock shit over in there.
I dropped it.
I dropped it. That's all right.
It's too powerful for me.
It is.
Too much power.
So, yeah. What do you think about him? Your thoughts?
He does. I don't know. He can't have that much credit if he was only there for a month.
You could find a lot in a month.
Yeah.
I thought the NSA recruited the best and brightest of us, but clearly that is not the case.
Well, you had Snowden. He was good.
Yeah, Snowden's smart. This guy's a fucking
I
moron.
think he's being drafted, too, by the Russians. Might have. Hey, you got citizenship. Get the fuck out. We need intel.
You need share now.
Yes, come on. Give me information. How American army is so much better.
That shit is like...
They teach these guys the Ukrainians. I don't understand. I don't, what NCO Corps.
NCO Corps and
NCO
less
Corps.
corruption.
Yeah. Stop bombing fucking civilian targets. You're going to piss them off more and make them fight even harder.
It's like that scene in Liar Liar. Stop breaking the law, asshole.
Stop breaking the law, asshole.
You ever seen the movie Burn After Reading?
Yes.
All I can picture is them
That-
at
yes,
the embassy, like just sliding the
This
seat.
thing are like, what do we got here?
There's drivel.
Just, yeah, okay.
Also, that movie is hilarious with the
This is
CIA
beautiful.
agents just like literally talking out how everything happened, and they're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, what
Yeah,
an
just,
idiot.
just pay it.
Just pay the money.
Just pay
Just pay the money.
Just pay the tab.
pay
That
the
was a fucking great movie. That Coen Brothers, man, they're
Yeah,
fucking
great.
They're fucking solid, dude. I love Brad Pitt getting shot in the face. That was the
He's like dancing around.
great fucking movie, dude. Great movie.
What was it? The sex chair?
Yeah, this, $100 Home Depot.
Fucking George Clooney.
All right. That was such a great movie.
I need to
We should have
rewatch
done
that.
that one. That we had a good one though.
Is that a military movie?
It works. It plays. It's
Men
government.
Who Stare at Goats are better. Is a better one.
It plays because it's government. You know, I'm sure there's. Anyway, all right. As we're getting into our military movie review here, right before that, we got our cash giveaway. All right. So the line from episode 40 was, "All I ever wanted was an honest week's pay for an honest day's work." The movie was Sergeant Bilko. If you didn't get that, you're a fucking retard. All right.
I don't know. That's kind of an obscure
It
one.
is. No, it is.
Yeah, who wouldn't get that one?
Who's the winner?
I've totally seen that one.
And the winner. No, I'm just fucking around. And the winner is.
His second favorite Army movie.
It is.
Shit.
And the winner is Christopher H. Thank you for hitting us up, Christopher H. You'll be getting an email from us by the time this podcast airs to get your $500 Visa gift card.
Is it the Chili's this time?
That's just a regular gift card from Visa. You know, you can use it for whatever the fuck you want. It's not just Chili's. I know you love Chili's, you fucking weirdo.
Still waiting on it.
Oh, yeah. All right, back to the military movie. Here we go. We're going to do it. And our guest picked a, what I think is a pretty fantastic fucking movie.
And most of you are going to be familiar with at least part of this movie.
The movie was Downfall, 2004. All right.
I can't believe this movie was that old.
So, yeah, I'm going to listen to this German accent when I describe it. And
It's
it's not
almost-
exactly
almost
the
20
IMDb
years
rating.
old.
The final secretary of Adolf Hitler tells the Nazis to direct his final days in the Berlin bunker at the end of World War II. Yes, that was very good. It's very nice. Bruno Ganz, he played Adolf Hitler. Did a very good job. It's a very fantastic job. Alexandra Maria Lara, she's kind of spicy. Turil Jund, she played the
Junge?
Junge? Yeah, okay. You tell me how to speak German? I don't think you know what you're talking about. Okay. Ulrich Maas, yes. Joseph Goebbels.
Joseph.
Joseph, is that what I said, I believe?
Yeah.
I was going the American way, Joseph. Okay. And Julian Kohler, I know that because I had the toilet. Very nice. Eva Braun. She was fucking psycho in this. Anyway, all right. Great fucking movie. Great fucking movie choice, by the way. Great. I know German accents very well, being stationed there, married to one. Yeah. 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 Whoa.
Oh, what you pointing at over there?
Yeah, over
Pointing at
there,
the whiskey up
yeah,
on the
it's-
top
I
shelf
don't know.
right up
I don't
there.
know.
It's a nice
I don't know.
lamp. It's a nice lamp over
Fuck,
there.
this movie was deep.
You're looking were you looking for my friend Kyle?
This movie's fucking deep. Wow. All right. Let's get in your fucking notes.
So again, I'm gonna reiterate: the better the movie is, the fewer notes I usually have. So I have very few today. Fantastic movie. If you're looking for like that really like fast-paced military movie with a lot of action and stuff, this is really not it. Which is not to say it's a downside. It's actually more of like kind of a historical look at things in the Second World War, and it's honestly something that never really gets talked about. And also, I'm really surprised this movie got made, especially in Germany.
Yeah.
Considering their views on that whole thing. I mean, they firmly believe that their country was on vacation for about 8 years.
Right, and especially in 04, it's still 20-something years ago, they weren't woke yet, as they are.
Yeah.
Everyone is now. So it's actually kind of impressive that they let it. slide that
Mein
way.
Kampf is still a banned book in Germany.
Really?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, no.
Well,
no.
it should be. Go on.
Agreed. All right. So, oh God, Jesus. I felt like a film student when I was watching this because of the fucking subtitles. I'm not gonna lie. This movie is all subtitles, which makes the 2.5 hours seem even longer.
Okay. When I get your point because you have to take you take notes for the movie.
Yeah.
I don't have to because I put it in my mind, but
But also a lot of it though too is when I watch a movie, a lot of times I'm doing other things, like I'm multitasking and stuff, and like with a movie with subtitles you actually have to pay attention, whereas like if you don't have it, you can kind of hear what's going on in the background and you kind of get it. It's like a radio play almost.
dude, stop multitasking watching movies. Just enjoy the movie.
I have other shit that I need to get done, man.
All right, fuck
All right.
this shit. Go on.
So the movie basically depicts the final days of the Third Reich in the Führer bunker in the middle of Berlin. So for many who don't know it, towards the tail end of the war, when the Ruskies were literally barreling down on the nice supple German asshole that was Berlin, the most of the Nazi party regime kind of scurried like rats into the fucking Führer bunker to try to orchestrate the war and continue the defense of Berlin. Whereas some of the other members of the Reich scurried the fuck out of Berlin to get the fuck away.
Or try to.
Yeah, Hermann Goering being like one of the big ones on that one. And then, Mengele and a bunch of other psychotic assholes and shit like that end.
Himmler.
Himmler, yeah. Eichmann.
Keep going.
Anyway, it's kind of cool to actually see, like, the movie depicts like the collapse of the Reich at the very end, like just how it just crumbled just like that under like the crushing Russian and American boot at their doorstep. Also, like I did find that whole interaction between God, what's his nut, that I forget the German general that was in it.
A bunch.
Yeah, but that also kind of made it hard with the subtitles, is because like
The names, yeah.
yeah, because then you lose track of people's names pretty easily. I mean, like
What,
it was
what are
really
they doing?
when he went to meet like Marshal Zhukov. Oh. And he's like, these are our terms for our surrender. And he's like, yeah, I'm not accepting anything but unconditional terms. Well, that's unacceptable to us. If you were in my position, would you take anything less? I mean, that was brilliant right there, too. But it was also very true. The Russians were like, oh, no, we're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
You remember Stalingrad? We do. So, yeah. So it was really cool to kind of see like the utter collapse of it. It was like rats leaving a sinking ship. Also, Hitler calling Goering a morphine addict is the most hypocritical thing I've ever heard, considering the man was addicted to fucking meth for like so goddamn long.
But
Like
he
that
didn't
man's
know.
cocktail of drugs every morning was insane. Yeah. Also, his degenerative neurological disorder that he had too. They depicted that fairly accurately.
Absolutely.
I forget what it was. I don't know if he had Parkinson's.
They speculate it's Parkinson's.
Yeah, they speculate, but he had like tremors and stuff like that towards the end of the war. And I think said a lot of it was exacerbated by the drugs he was taking and the stress that he was under. But hey, I found it very crushing when he killed his dog, though.
Yeah, that was rough.
That poor dog.
Blondie.
Yeah. Poor Blondie. Also, Ava Braun kicking that dog. Of course, she's a fucking psycho cunt like that would hit her dog. Motherfucker. What kind of person are you? Anyway, the end really showed how little the Hitler actually cared for his people. He really didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Just basically implying that because they weren't fighting on, that they were the inferior ones, when it's like, oh no, you've actually used all your good people and threw them into the meat grinder that was the Eastern Front, and this is what you have.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Also, another thing that to kind of touch on too, there was a big issue in the German military in World War II between the Wehrmacht and the SS, and the big thing was the SS was getting like all the top of the line equipment, and none of them were professional soldiers at all, or had any.
It was the SS, so yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to get the best stuff.
Yeah, but like the actual military, the people who knew what the fuck was going on, didn't even get the best equipment, and so that just Anyway, also what was it, Munke, the General Munke, when he came in, he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to be executed."
Yeah, that was.
And then Hitler just says, "I'm putting you in charge of Berlin's defense. I would have preferred if you executed me."
Monk, I like the cut of your jib. We got a situation here in Berlin.
He actually lived to 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they show a little bit at the end of the movie. Like,
Yeah. Also,
who's ever, like,
Oh no, Monk wasn't the one in charge. He was in charge of the.
Oh, yeah.
The, what do they call it? The government district.
Yeah, that's what it was. But also like all the fucking suicides at the end. Jesus Christ!
So, all right, this is where I gotta start before I get my rating and before I get into ratings. So holy fuck! Obviously, it's great fucking movie choice. Great movie. Well, it's been a little while since I watched it, and
Or
had
at least
and reread it.
aside from the part that's 999.
Nine. Obviously, I remember like 12 years ago or so, they had a lot of the videos of it.
Yeah.
Like they're dubbing it out with like the Michael Jackson thing, which was fucking great. The whole scene.
Oh, it was a whole slew of them. It was
like
Michael Jackson.
when
It was
Hitler-
some video games.
The
It was
one
a
I
bunch
love the
of-
best was like when Hitler finds out like that Michael Jackson's dead. He's like, I was going to go to the concert. They got all excited and all crying afterwards outside. Like,
I wanted him to see. I wanted him to perform Thriller.
Yeah, Thriller is my favorite. Oy. So anyway, this movie, fucking well done. Holy shit! And I like the fact of the subtitles because you get the whole German like. It's more when Hitler is screaming in fucking Deutsch than in American, some guy doing a fucking accent of this shit. Like I think it's actually it really brings it to heart too. And you're reading it, you're feeling it a little bit more. Fucking one scene that kills me out of anything. Being a father.
It was the kids, wasn't it?
Fucking destroys me.
Goebbels' wife. Yeah.
What a cunt. Oh my god.
But here's the thing: the reason he was picked to be like the successor to Hitler is because he literally was the most loyal and
I know.
believer.
And the wife. What do we do without National
What do we do
Socialism?
without-
I go. I don't know. Fucking live a normal life. I don't know. You'd be fine.
I don't know. Work hard and do things for yourself. I don't know.
Like, figure it out. You don't need social.
I don't know. Humanity
How do we
made it
spread
this
the
far.
wealth? What do you mean spread the wealth? You don't even have that spread. You're a fucking top whatever. And this bitch kills all. Was it 6 of them?
Yeah, they had like 6 kids.
Oh,
Hey,
cute little fucking Nazis too. They were too. Oh fuck! It was so hard to see them die. It was that was the roughest part for me watching that.
Sedated them and then just like
they
crushed the cyanide tab
cyanide tab.
individually. with
Each
all
one,
of
and then only kisses the firstborn too. I was like, you cunt! Like, you killed them all. Like, and the oldest one who didn't want to drink this stuff too.
Yeah.
Like to knock her out before she would kill him later. I was the whole time sitting there going,
yeah, and then they go upstairs and commit suicide.
because I believe I'm the only father in the room here, right? All right, it's
That we know.
that we know of, right? Yeah. Who knows?
I told her I was Canadian. She'll never find me.
Nice. Well played. All right. I say Mexican. It works sometimes for me.
You should have said
sometimes.
you're a British student on holiday.
My teeth are too good.
Irish then.
But yeah, that fucking part fucking destroyed me. I sat there going, I wish I knew it happened. I knew in history, right? But watching it happen in a movie, I went,
Yeah, reading about it. And
reading and seeing, like
two
watching a
different
woman just kill all her kids because of the party.
Also, I don't know if anyone else. I don't know if anyone else really picked up on this, but when the generals in the beginning were like kind of like talking shit about Hitler and stuff, and like one of them was like, "Well, what do you expect about a teetotaling vegetarian?" And
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Boom roasted.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, all of them are getting drunk down there too all the
Yeah.
time. They're gonna speak their mind a little bit. I did respect the bodyguard a lot. That guy was fucking beast. But like, dude, he was
He was Diesel.
yeah, and he was just like legit and showed compassion too. And like you see, his character was actually they don't do a whole lot of him, but like the little parts of him I appreciated.
Also, I loved it when he was like, "I need 200 liters of petrol.
200
Where am I
liters,
going to get
yeah,
that?
yeah.
From the parked
Right,
cars.
right.
Duh.
Go get. I love it. That's just, like,
Stupid.
Stupid.
was he like a lieutenant or some shit? He was obviously an officer.
Yeah.
but low level.
I believe he was a major at the time.
Really?
Yeah, or,
Oh, he's Hitler's aide de camp.
I guess so. Yeah. What was it? I thought it was just his bodyguard.
Probably the same thing. I don't know.
Okay.
He fetched
But
his
major,
coffee,
though.
did his
Wow.
I mean,
injections, jerked him off.
SS
Who knows?
ranks, they're
Right.
funny.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, a fantastic job all the way around. There are a couple of scenes I'm trying to think of here. I mean, besides the suiciding, everybody else.
There's a lot of scenes that, like, I'm not gonna say there's a lot of like really extremely memorable scenes, but there's a lot of really like memorable lines of dialogue throughout it. Like there's one where when Ava is talking to the secretary,
Yeah.
she's saying, "I've been with him for 14 years and I feel like I don't even really know him."
Right.
And that is fucking true because that man had like one of the most disturbing like childhoods and young adulthoods. A lot of it was brought on him by himself.
I could roll my eyes 'cause my wife tells me the same thing.
But like, all right, so Hitler was
Tough crowd.
in a relationship with his like underage niece who wanted to get away from him and he refused and she committed suicide in his apartment. And as a result, like when he took over Germany, his apartment was left untouched and that room was left untouched. And every year on the anniversary of her death, he would go there and spend the whole day in that room.
Oh, that's pretty fucked up.
Like the man had a lot of like really fucked up things going on in his personal life that no one knew about or that was never brought to the surface until well after the war.
Yeah, he's a very closed off person.
Also, supposedly they say his penis was deformed too.
What?
Happens to the best of us.
Not
me.
Not me. No, I have a perfect job.
But I know some guys.
It's perfectly straight. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Another scene. Goddamn, a little off track. Now I'm thinking of dicks. All right. That happens. Wait. No, I'll save it. So another scene. The carrying the bodies out, right? You don't actually see them die. Hitler and
Eva Braun.
Yeah. Which
Well, of course not. They died in Argentina. We all know that.
That's what I like. Well, that's the one part I love about it, right?
Berlin, Argentina.
Because there's always there's this. It's not.
Yeah, they were smuggled out by the Catholic Church
You,
through the rat lines.
you can call it conspiracy if you like, or there's just like not enough fact because there's not enough fact.
All right,
of
I'm going to
what-
be honest. The Simpsons predicted Donald Trump getting elected, and they showed Hitler in Argentina in one of their episodes. I'm just saying.
The talk show.
Simpsons have been
What
right.
was the name of the talk show? Like just Adolf or something
Yeah,
like that. It
Just
was like, or
Adolf.
something. Hey, Google that. The Simpsons
Yeah.
episode. Adolf Hitler.
it was the one where Bart was like trying to figure out if the toilets rotated
Yeah.
a different way.
But there-
And he calls his car phone and he's walking up to the car. Una minute.
But there's an episode though, like where he has his own talk show, and it's like something Adolf something. I don't know. I thought it was just Adolf. Hey, how's it going?
Speaking of which, there was also like the British were looking to do
God.
a sitcom about Hitler and Ava Braun settling in a suburb of London.
I could just see the
And they're-
Seinfeld. Boop, 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 up, boop.
Yeah, and their
Like, it's back in the day.
neighbors were Jewish.
Oh.
Yeah, wasn't it called
What
like,
if we got to do
My
a boss
Neighbor
on it?
Adolf or something?
Yeah,
like that?
something like that. Yeah. Needless to say, it did not get past the pilot phase.
I wonder why.
don't
No,
get-
so that I like the fact that they didn't actually show them offing themselves, and they have covered bodies going out.
But they showed everyone else getting off.
Right. They don't show that though.
They didn't show Goebbels offing himself either.
Yeah,
but
they did though. Like
Yeah,
they
they
were
did.
right there, and then they
yeah,
just panned over and right
shot his
back
wife and then shot himself. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was kind of. But yeah, I like that part that they didn't show that because like there's the whole theory of it of that he possibly did escape, and the fact that FBI was. It's not just a. It's not my theory or some psychos on internet. Like the fucking FBI was looking into that shit, and it's a big thing that's been going on for a long time.
the big,
Okay. I want to get historian. Go for it.
I mean, it's just because the Soviets were the ones that got to this city.
Well,
Like,
that's a big reason to
if
say
the
that's
Americans,
sketchy.
yeah, if the Americans got there, we would have been like, yeah, no, he's for sure dead.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
the FBI wouldn't have investigated.
Being a Polak, I don't trust a fucking Russian at all.
Well,
so I mean, that's
and
just
it was
me.
also what the instructions he gave his bodyguard. It's like, hey, I do not want them to find my body.
No, it's good. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm not trying to take away from this movie and spin off anything, but I'm just saying I like how they didn't show that into that because there is the mystery of. It is a real. It still is a mystery. It's not 100% proven. We don't. I mean, I get it. He's dead. War's over. You know,
Actually,
makes it easier,
I think
right?
they ended up 100% proving it.
No, they didn't.
Don't they have a jawbone of his?
Yeah, they had like a
dental
They
job.
tried
They had a
doing
jawbone
that,
and they did DNA.
mixed up DNA stuff.
I just feel like if he made it to Argentina, we would have gotten Mein Kampf 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Or he was
Like,
just playing
okay,
like,
let's-
retire.
we messed up the first time, and let's try this time.
Yeah, okay.
No, to be fair, like they said he escaped to Argentina and then went to their moon base.
We there's a whole other episode of what we can get into
Eat your
about
heart
the
out,
escape of
Kennedy.
Hitler.
Yeah.
That actually is a
He
whole.
went-
I
he
could do a
went-
whole episode.
He
on
went to
some of that.
Argentina, then got on a boat to Antarctica and used their secret launch facility down there to launch
Anyway.
himself to the moon. That's what happened. That's where the Fourth Reich is getting formed.
Let's get back. We're straying way off from the movie here.
Okay.
I know. I did that. Go
One
on.
thing. 2018, December 26th. It was proven by using his jawbone and his teeth to prove he died in 1945.
How do they use his? What's the proof? It's just by
because
dental
all
dental
right,
records?
so but here's the thing. Yeah,
wait.
DNA. They could do DNA from it.
First of all, stop your DNA because DNA doesn't last that long. It's
Yeah, it
not
does.
No, it doesn't.
When
Not
it's
as long
from the
as you think.
teeth.
So teeth, his dental imprints, right? So the guy that runs a country has dental records, right? And you can tell me his dental records match up with, oh yeah, we have it all match up. Like, so a guy that's that smart that runs all this shit. If we're gonna go down this rabbit hole, all right, don't get me fucking started.
Well, his nephew.
So
you do know
his records match up. Oh, gee, who's the fucking guy that runs the records? Who runs everything?
Well,
Oh
it wasn't
yeah,
him. It was
What have you-
Borman.
Right. Look, that's not bad though. I mean, proof is proof. I get it.
Can
There's
dentists
more-
be trusted?
That's another one.
Do you know everyone in it?
I don't trust mine at all.
You're an anti-dente.
Yeah, I am anti-dentite bastard.
Do you know everyone in his family line also refused to have children?
Yeah, the 4 nephews.
Yep.
Anyway, we're so far off.
Yeah.
And
Also, one of his nephews was in the U.S. Navy.
He also wrote an article for Time magazine called "Why I Hate My Uncle."
Yeah.
After he couldn't get a job.
Well, it's also because
God damn it.
Hitler cut him off from giving him money.
I
too.
get the fucking name. All right, let's get into some ratings here. We fucking strayed.
Also,
wait, let me keep going with this. All right, let's get some ratings here. All right, Sami, obviously, right off the bat, you give it a 4.
yeah.
That's fucking solid.
Well, like I said, it's a
For
good,
reading, right?
It's a good historical biopic. I dropped it because again, it is a 2.5-hour movie, and subtitles just make it seem way longer.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so Sami. All right, who we got? All right, let's go to Gil Lopez. What do you got there?
I gave this one a 3.
3.
Because of reading, right?
Reading.
It's just the reading, and then I'm kind of like Sammy in the line of like I was doing other things at the same time, so I was like bits and pieces. I mean, I am in the process of trying to pack up my shit, so I could I could have sat there for 3 hours.
I will say this: I am glad I bought the movie because I feel like I am gonna rewatch it at some point.
I bought it too.
Yeah. So.
And then I couldn't give this a better rating than Lone Survivor. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Sad thing is I probably did give this a better rating than Lone Survivor.
Lancey, who's not here, he gave it a fucking through the roof one. I think he gave like a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Pete didn't get to watch it because he was working. Jonesy gave it a 9 out of 10, so I actually gave him the graphic 9 out of 10. I've never done that before. So Jonesy, 9 out of 10.
Well, it's historical, and
Yeah, that's my thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
nerd.
And like honestly, I prefer foreign language films because it feels more authentic than just shoving a British actor into literally every fucking role ever.
He's right,
Double
though.
nerd.
Double nerd, but he's still good though.
Do you
He's
do you
on
watch your
point.
porn with subtitles too?
Sometimes.
Now we're talking.
Only when his
Depends on
headphones
what.
die out.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, that sounds kind of hot.
Like Brazilian fart porn, you gotta keep it to the original.
Oh, yeah,
you can't just throw an English dub over that. That's horrible.
I was just saying,
Plus it
there's
gets,
some
like, the
exciting
brrrr
stuff coming out of
comes
France and
across
Germany
and they
right now.
fart. You actually get the
Farts in Portuguese.
Yeah, farts in Portuguese. All right, Jonesy, 9 out of 10. That's fucking fantastic. And our guest who picked the movie, 4 or 5. Come on.
I would have given it a 5, but the one thing I really wish they would have shown was more like the foreign volunteers that were pouring into, like, some of the last reinforcements Berlin got was French volunteers for the SS.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know about
they
that.
came from the Northwest, and they actually saw Himmler on his way out. Like while Himmler's fleeing to the north, they see him, they stop and like salute him. He just drives right past them.
Wow.
So like that's the only reason I didn't give it, because I thought that would have made it just spectacular. The fact that they mentioned that it wasn't just Germans at the end fighting the Russians.
So
You got to think that like that part of France has got like a big amount of like German culture and influence to it.
I think it was the Assa Charlemagne division. I believe that's the division that was. They were the last reinforcements, and they were like they were the ones defending the government district.
dude, I didn't even know about that. That's I consider myself kind of a history guy, but you are fucking. That's some shit. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
33rd Waffen Grenadier Division.
Ah,
Yeah, Assa Charlemagne.
Crazy, dude. That's insane. I had no idea. Anyway, so that's all right. That's your rating. That's well. All right. Because that's it. They missed that part.
Well,
That's it.
although I will say I did like them showing like the Hitler Youth in the streets, like
Yeah,
fighting
that-
with
that's
like
pretty good, too.
Panzerfausts and shit.
Okay, great movie.
Yeah.
But that's why you're saying it forward. They didn't hit that part.
well,
Though.
it's just like, yeah, it's cool seeing the higher ups and like, yeah, they had the Hitler Youth and they had the regular soldiers, but like a good contingent of the forces in Berlin weren't even German. And
That's true.
Like that, like
Well,
that's why I
I'm
got
learning
mad.
more now. Yeah, but,
That's why I got mad at the movie Dunkirk. They show the French for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The French aren't holding off the Germans.
No.
300,000 corpse on the beach. Like,
That part I agree with you.
Yeah.
That one I knew even better.
Also, I'm going to say that the firearms accuracy was spot on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
MP44s, Sturmgewehrs,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Panzerfausts, all that stuff. It was
I also love the titties. There was a lot of tits in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys all forget. Like, how do you forget the bouncy German tits? They're very supple. They're very supple, very nice, milky, very nice milky titties in Germany. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, all right, great fucking movie choice. Yeah, we did read. Well, didn't bother me. Some.
Again, I multitask.
We're gonna go to our smoke pit here. And then probably take a piss break for a second, and then
I'd say we just do that. And
yeah, all right. We're in the smoke pit. We'll be back right after these messages. I don't know why I keep saying that, because there are no messages. We'll see you in a few minutes.
case we do.
Yeah, you never know.
Just don't say 2 or 1.
All right, we're back.
Why not? Just
I
don't.
don't know. All right, we're back from our little break here. All right, we're in the smoke pit. Time to talk to Dom here. Toretto. Q&A.
Are you really a fan of American Muscle, or is it just in the movies?
Well, I own a Buick, so I think that.
I said American Muscle.
All right, we got a little Q&A with you, buddy. Question we start off with most of our military guests here is when and why did you join the Army?
I joined back in May of 2012, and the reason for the uniform to pick up chicks. It does not work.
Not anymore.
It turns out you have to be handsome already in the first place. The uniform adds to it.
Okay.
No, for real.
You
though.
guys haven't been able to pick up chicks since you got rid of pinks and greens. That's why
Hey,
you
they're
bring
coming
it
back.
back.
They're coming back.
Why you brought it back?
No, for real
You
though.
got tired of us grabbing all of it.
The real reason was
Honesty hurts.
yeah. Well, I'm all about truth. My grandfather fought in World War II.
Nice.
And my grandmother Laverne, who obviously married him, I never met him. He died before I was born. She would tell me all these stories. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So like she told me all these stories about.
Was he at
his-
Bastogne?
No, he was 44th Infantry Division. I think it's one of the divisions that relieved,
So you
helped relieve
yeah.
Bastogne. Like a National Guard division, I believe.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So my grandmother just told me all. I was like, oh yeah, that's badass. Like, I like to fight Germans and what's the force? What?
Ardennes?
Ardennes. Thank you.
Mm.
I blanked there for a second. Yeah. So
You call yourself a history buff?
yeah. How do they always fall for it too? Like so many times, they're like, and then the Germans came through the Ardennes. They're like, nobody expected it.
Nobody. No. And that's why the French made the Maginot Line, and then the Germans are like, "Oh, we'll just go through Belgium."
See, the history part of me is coming out. I'm like, the Maginot Line did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, it made them go through Belgium.
Yeah, the French were like, well, it's better to fight on Belgium soil than French soil. So
Eh.
Push them up that way.
Yeah, but it did fucking nothing at World
and
War
like
II.
and like the French. I know.
To be fair, they did build that with the intention of static defenses. Like you never fight the next war; you always fight the next war based on the last one you fought.
and like in defense of the French, they did do a study. They're like, yeah, tanks can go through this forest, but like it being a single file, like who would be crazy enough to do that? And then they're like, okay, so that will never happen.
Guderian.
And then they did it, like all because we shot down, the French and the British shot down one plane that was carrying the Germans' original battle plan, and they had to change it. Yeah. Oh, off topic.
I'm getting into it. No, it's good. It's good. I like the history story is good.
Yeah.
I'm learning some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was kind of a history buff, but kind of retarded. Okay. Well, fuck off. And which goes off the why Army and other branches. They kind of, I guess,
Yeah.
because of that, right?
Yeah, my grandfather was
Too-
in the Army.
Too easy on that one,
Mhm.
right? All right. What were you doing at the time, though, when you were joining, though?
Oh, I came straight out of high school. Like,
Simple enough.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
nothing.
usually that's-
yeah,
nothing.
like,
All right.
I never wanted to do anything else. Then I was just like,
Okay,
you know.
simple enough. I get
Yeah.
that.
So how about why reserve in the
Oh, because
active duty or
I'm an
the guard?
Italian mama's boy. My mother did not want me to go active duty. Even at 18, she was
My
like,
baby.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's the same thing for me. My mom.
she was like, when she found out what the ASVAB was, she's like, if you don't score over a 50, you're not joining. And I ended up scoring like a 69 or something along those lines. I was like,
Nice.
Suck it, Nance.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just sitting here with my 75. You know.
Pretty impressive for the grunt not grunt, but Marine that you are.
Hey, we don't really do ASVAB waivers all that much.
No, I know.
We
All
want
right.
Actually, have a higher entrance. It's like 33. Ain't
Yeah.
It?
It will-
Army's 31.
Yeah.
I believe though, in the beginning of the war, our war that we all got served through, like our guest Bilbo before, he's been on before. I think he got a pretty low one though. He was actually
I
at the bottom of the barrel.
I think he was right at 30.
I don't like calling him out right now. I feel kind of bad.
When I was at MEPS,
What do you mean calling him out? He's actually very honest about it.
I just I don't like.
When I was at
Talking
MEPS,
shit.
there was some kid that got like a 13. I was like,
How many points do you get for just putting your name on there? You get some points, don't you?
I think one.
I think that's the SAT.
No, like back in the day when they used to be in paper though, because now it's all automated, so everything's populated. But
I was just like, my brother in Christ, what are you doing? Can you read?
I kind of don't want someone like that to join. I don't care
Yeah.
what branch he's going
Yeah,
into.
or what MOS you're picking, right?
don't they just get sent to the infantry anyways?
Even then,
No.
that's even.
I
rough.
definitely don't want them in the infantry.
Yeah, you like something.
It's like, bro, you already are retarded. You're going to be at the fuel farm sniffing fumes all day, all right?
Yeah, you gotta think that too. Like we have our Marines that aren't here all the time. Our grunts like Lancey and Rob. They're both infantry dudes,
And they're not stupid.
They're fucking bright as shit.
Also, Eilert wasn't even that
oh,
dumb.
he was another bright one too. I
Yeah.
don't ever forget Scotty. Gar's soul, but fucking a. That's what I'm saying. Like they're not all fucking idiots.
No.
Like, if you like look back, the Italians during WW
Of course, we're gonna go with that. All right, come on.
They put all their dumbasses in the infantry, all their officers, and I don't know if anyone's read about them. They did not perform too spectacularly. you kind of don't want your dumbasses.
Yeah,
in
Il
like,
Duce was also not a very good military leader.
Dude,
yeah.
All right. So, all right, we got the one in Wise. Where'd you go to basic at?
For Leonardwood.
Ooh.
Lost in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And,
Would not
and
recommend.
AIT.
It was Leonardwood too.
Oh,
that's
so-
where the Army trains engineers.
So you're doing double on double.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because you went there. So yeah,
Did they send the Marines there for that?
Yeah, the Marines of
Yeah,
the
they did
Ozarks.
that,
We
yeah.
were my basic training barracks was literally across the street from
Yeah,
us.
because I got sent to Knox for mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we had a couple guys that were, I believe, were going into engineers that mistakenly got orders to Fort Knox, and then they go to report in, they look at the MOS, and they're like, "You're in the wrong spot, bud."
Yeah, I went to Knox too for other reasons. But
Yeah, how was that?
That's
What were your barracks like?
I wouldn't call them barracks. I mean, did your barracks have like the bars on across them and this and that? And
No.
Okay.
No, but we did have a stabbing in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have that. All right. Anyway, so
I told all the Army recruits that it was a training accident when they asked me about it,
Gotcha.
like hand-to-hand combat training.
Why basic at NAIT? It wasn't like an OSET thing too.
No,
so it
it
wasn't one of those things. Okay. All right. So the next question here, actually, you went an engineer, and why go that route?
Originally, I was set up as 25 November.
You wanted to sweep mines, didn't you?
Well, obviously, when I first joined, I wanted to be in the infantry.
Okay.
Reserves doesn't have infantry.
No.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised.
National Guard does,
yes.
but different recruiters.
I'm kind of surprised that the Army Reserve doesn't have infantry.
So they have one unit somewhere out in
Hawaii.
Right? What we're supposed to be combat support. Okay, that's what reserve is. The actual combat ops guys that are the militias is National Guard. They handle all combat MOSs. They have them all, plus some extra shit.
Did they do the logistics too?
They have logistics as well. They have all that shit. It's because remember it's state by state and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah. No.
But when it comes to the reserve side, our main objective in the reserves is supposed to be support. And so like you could have engineers which still are in the combat classified.
They're in
like
the orbit.
It's in that borderline. But there is some combat jobs that's very minimal when it comes to reserve
See,
side.
that seems kind of weird to me because like Marines, we have infantry reserves. I mean, actually, I think one of the units around here is infantry reserve.
Well, you got to keep in mind, the Army's got 3 components. They got the Guard and the reserves. So the Guard is where you get the infantry reserves, kind of.
And think about it. The Marine Corps is Marines. Like, you guys are all infantrymen, right?
Yeah.
Everything's combat,
I'm a
right?
Marine and a rifleman.
I mean, right? That's how that shit works, right?
Rifle person, sorry.
Rifle person. Rifle person.
Sorry, we got to change it for
So woke.
2022.
I love it. All right. So you want to go. All right. You want to be infantry, but something else happened to you. I thought you wanted to do another job as well, right?
So, yeah, like, originally my MOS was 25 November, which was intelligence. Like, I think it was like radio, cell phone, interceptor.
Signals.
SIG.
Yeah.
Because if you're in 25 series, you're talking my side, but
Hey, I never got that far.
okay.
And, like, I'm 18, and the guy's asking me, have you ever been arrested or anything like that? And I was like, well, when I was like 14, I lit off a smoke bomb with my buddies, and we got like, I wouldn't call it arrested, but we got like detained by the cops. We had to pay a fine. And he's like, oh, we got to put you down for ordnance then. I was like, ordnance?
So
Why? Because I like blowing shit up?
No, it was a
because-
smoke bomb. Like, I was like,
My MOS technically fell under ordnance.
yeah, I'm like, now knowing what I know now, they would never have figured it out. Like, I could have gotten to MOS, but
you talked, but what comes down to
You got
is, like,
rewarded for your honesty.
Well, the problem is like there's a little bit on your record, on a little stain there. I had the same situation when I was joining because artillery wasn't my thing. I wanted to join when I first got in. I was MP for some fucking weird reason, and too many fucking tickets that I didn't talk. They just found it. They're like, yeah, you can't be a cop.
They're gonna,
I'm
they're
like,
gonna
come on.
find that.
Yeah, I was like, come on, I'm not even a real cop. It's the MP. It's fake cop.
yeah, like the thing was expunged from my record and everything. Once we paid like the $50 fine or something.
It was a
like that.
$50 fine?
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
not even a big fine.
I still have
Hey,
a
$50 is a lot at 14.
fuck that. I still have a disorderly conduct charge from a party I had for noise ordinance that comes up on my fucking security clearance.
Was that the one when the van got stolen?
Yeah, it's the same one, same fucking party. That comes up on my clearance questions because my AWOL and all of my other bullshit and everything else all of my demotions and promotions, all the bullshit I've been through, like my being locked up, all that crap on that never comes up for my security clearance. What comes up is always that disorderly conduct fucking charge.
When you were in high school.
Yeah. Well, no, it was right after high. No, it was after. That was after high school. That was actually after active duty too. Again, when I was getting shit redone. Remember, I had that speakeasy for a little while there. And do you think that'd be a fucking charge, right? No, they fucking look at it.
I don't think you ever got busted.
It was no, I didn't. Well, now I am. But no, all it was like a fucking basically a noise. I couldn't keep the guys down, and the cops came back like disorderly conduct, and then they keep asking me all the time, like, well, what's this about? I'm like, Jesus, this story again? That's how stupid
Were you fighting
this
in
shit.
a park or
No,
something?
like,
You
no,
should just change the story every time.
Yeah, I actually should. Like, let me tell you what fucking happened. Let's get down there.
All right. So,
Anyway,
so it was balls deep in this dude's ass, right?
last night's story for you. All right, so that's why you're going engineer route. Okay, all right, and then you get out of that, and then you what unit did you end up going to?
Originally, or
Yeah, whatever.
334th Quartermaster Company.
Okay, where the fuck are they out of?
Joliet.
Okay, go on.
Is a suburb of Joliet.
Okay, that's outside Chicago for those that
Yeah.
are whatever.
It's where the prison is.
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Statesville. Yeah.
How'd you like it there?
So when I first got there, they just literally stood up.
Oh,
Literally, like there was like 60 of us. We
Because it
didn't
was
have
what,
a
like
single
around
officer.
2011, 2012.
so
they
is
set
this
up?
where you meet Gil?
Yeah, Gil comes like 2014,
15.
Which,
Like
by the way, we
2015.
should probably tell our listeners that's the only reason he's actually on here is well, not the only reason, but I mean, the connection is through Gil here.
Yeah.
After he came on the episode, he listened to the episode, and which we're about to get into my next question about.
Very up.
But they served together, so you guys served in the same unit.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so he was a mechanic, I'm an engineer. We're in the same maintenance platoon, and I actually trained him how to drive the Humvee. Still proud to stay in the moment of my
That's teaching a mechanic how to fucking drive.
Yeah,
That's
You
pretty
needed
fucking awesome,
training
right?
to
So-
drive a Humvee?
Well, you know, to get his license.
It's
They have
driver's
licenses for that?
It's
Yeah.
driver's training. Yeah.
Well, you need a license for a Humvee, just like every other.
Never
You need
had
a
one.
license for every
Well,
variant.
no, you don't
of the-
actually have to have one, but like you have to have one.
I had a suspended driver's license in the
You-
real world. They're like, here, drive this tank
I
in
remember
Iraq.
20 years ago, like Humvee, just take it. It's like fucking. It's just a big car. It's a Buick. It's pretty wide. You know, they
Fine
still have
car.
Buicks.
It just shakes itself apart every other mile.
Yeah, they fucking.
Especially with the armor kits and the turbo on there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my squad was the only one with a rag top.
Oh,
Yeah.
PW.
God, I miss those.
PW, hell
The
yeah.
PW.
all right, Jonesy. When you were still in our section, we still had like a rag topper, didn't we?
Yeah, they should be pretty much gone now.
Yeah, we still had one though. We had the high top fucking raggy.
Going
Mhm.
50 miles per hour in that thing, it feels like you're re-entering the Earth's
Well,
atmosphere.
we're being
Because you
combo,
basically are.
yeah.
being combo. So like we do like we're part of a retrans site, so we have to have a fucking high top, rag top, high top, obviously, and
I think
that's what
I think that was the one that had the governor taken off of it.
I know, fucking fast as shit. I loved it. So you taught the mechanic how to drive a Humvee.
Oh yeah.
I like
Yeah. Fort Dix, New Jersey.
At Dick's. What you guys were doing at Dick's? What's going on there?
Annual
AT.
training.
Yeah, it was our AT.
I don't
It's
know.
in the name, bud.
Yeah, I bet. Where'd you guys
I mean,
go,
we
though?
were out in the woods,
Was
A lot
it?
of
Where,
stuff
where
happened.
else did you guys go though besides Dick's?
Lopez, did you go to Stewart?
No, that was before.
Stewart?
That was the year
Stewart,
before I got
Stewart.
there.
So let's see. We went to Dick's. We went to
NTC,
NTC.
McCoy a lot.
How's
Oh.
NTC?
Experience vary.
Well, they always
Ours
do, right?
was a cakewalk. Like,
Yeah, I had a great time.
Yeah, I had a fantastic time. I learned how to play spades there.
Did you ever run a Boston?
No, but a group of guys next to us got that happen to them.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah, learning from Lopez and Hernandez.
I've been to war, and there's nothing that beats the high of running a Boston on someone.
or Greenlee, but yeah, I got yelled at a lot because I didn't know what I was doing. Like they were like looking at me like throw the right card.
See, this is the hardest part about learning how to play spades is that no one ever wants you as your partner to teach you how to play spades because you don't know how to play spades.
Yeah, I was sweating hard.
Yeah, especially when someone puts a K bar in the middle of the table and
Like-
stares at you the whole time.
Lopez is flexing.
Sam likes to just stab tables too all the time. That's like his thing. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
We
If
actually
it
had,
happened while I was drunk, it didn't happen.
we had a huge debate out in NTC.
Oh, God.
Go on.
Does a transmission fall off a car or out of a car?
Ooh. What do you, Sam? Mechanic too. You're a fucking.
Well, all right. So it's technically on the exterior, on the underside. So I would say fall off.
Thank you.
Now, if it was like a tank or an armored vehicle where it's sealed inside, then it falls out.
Literally my logic.
Yeah.
It's if it's encompassed, then it falls out.
We have a language that has a lot of different words for different things. Unlike Spanish, Italian, any of the languages based on Latin where you have the same word mean different things. So the way you use words matters, right? Just like when someone says, "Can I do this?" I don't know. Are you capable of doing that?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Well, the example I kept on using was like, does a mirror fall off of a car or out of a car? The mirror falls off of a car.
Does it fall out of the wall or off the wall?
Yeah, right. Like,
Now, if it was the inside mirror, then it falls out of the car.
well, yeah, because it's encompassed.
yeah, but that's not part of the question, though. It's just, does it say if the mirror is inside the car, does it fall off?
Yes, but it's a train of logic, though, that we are following here.
When I die, put it on my tombstone that a transmission falls off of a car.
When he dies, will he fall off the casket or out of the casket?
Okay.
That was a big debate. Nonetheless.
It is. All right. So you went to another unit after that. This is the big question after. What unit did you go after that?
416 Tech.
Okay. And all right. So here's the question that comes because of this. You called out a Chinese spy.
Yeah, but
This happened.
That was at the 334th.
Okay, so let's go back to that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then we'll talk about
Yeah.
that. All right, so let's talk more about you calling out the Chinese spy that we actually called out. Was it 2 episodes ago?
Yeah, it was my episode.
Yeah, that he was on.
Mhm.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, first things first. The first thing I heard when I listened, he's not a racist asshole. He's just an asshole. I'm neither.
No, just own up to it.
Yeah. I'm listening at work and I'm like, son of a bitch. Now everyone's gonna think I'm a racist asshole.
It's okay. I get it all the time.
So
Stereotypes are fun.
yeah, and that's why I was playing into right. So basically, I would show up to the unit, and you'd see all these guys in civilian clothing. I'm like, what the hell are these guys doing? Like, what? Like, who are they?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's talking to them except for themselves. They're all like in this like squad just
Little
talking. To
huddle.
them. So I go up to them and I start talking to them, and it just turns out every single one of them is from a country the United States just does not like. Like, I'm talking like we got Russia, Pakistan, India. We had one from South Korea, but I jokingly said he was from North Korea. And,
He probably
and-
was.
Yeah, like, and then one from China.
So basically, you're saying the U.S. military put all the spies in one unit?
I guess
Dude.
if you gotta
makes
put
it
them
easier to
somewhere,
keep track
contain
of
them.
And what kind of unit was this again?
Fuelers.
Mm-hmm. Once again,
Yeah.
like I said, it's you don't want to put
So
them in an intel unit.
We
You
we
make it
learned
think like
we
it.
learned a lot of stuff about our American brethren. They use diesel.
Yeah. So like,
Go on.
So I'd go up to them and I'd learn their names. I was like the only one that would talk to them. So like I'd be like, hey man, and where are you from? He's like, oh, Russia. I'm like, oh yeah, you're definitely transmitting information back to Vladdy Daddy there in Moscow. He's like, that would be the joke. I'd just go
Yeah.
up to every single one of them, be like, and I'd start collectively calling them the spies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd call them a spy directly to their face. But it was out of good humor. Like,
Right.
I didn't actually think these poor bastards.
And the one you do, and the one you do, go on. Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So like a couple years go by, like maybe 2 more years. That's a couple.
It's about right.
And
Technically, yeah.
I'm at my job.
Anymore, it would have been a few.
I'm at my job, my regular civilian job. At this point, I'm transferred to the new unit, and I get bombarded with text messages like, "You fucking called it. You knew it. How'd you know, bro?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys talking about?" Like, and then I look up the news, and the son of a bitch got arrested at O'Hare Airport trying to flee the country.
Okay, so
So when you
Jonesy-
called him a spy to his face, did he like have? No, man, no.
No, he like, ha 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 ha. Like, yeah,
First
right. How wild would that be if I was a spy, dude?
First
Like,
giveaway.
Yeah, like,
It's exactly
So
what
you
I say
are.
to my LT all the time. Like, oh, you called me a spy.
His next transmission to China is like, I think they're on.
oh,
me.
I'm definitely on a list in Beijing. Like,
Yeah.
like Xi Jinping knows my name.
So his name, was Jing. We covered him.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Was this in 2018?
Yeah, it's the one. It's
Yeah.
the one we covered in.
Well, it just
episode
recently came back up in the news because
Yeah,
I
he
think they
got
finally,
convicted.
he finally got convicted.
G
41.
is his name. J.I.
G.
yeah.
Yep. This
And
is
so
him.
yeah, read him up a little bit. Eric, once again,
Do we have a
covered
picture?
it. Yeah, blow up a picture if you can while you're talking about this.
I'll
fucking piece of
I
shit.
gotta find him still.
All right,
Like
well,
his picture.
Well, whatever. Just read up about him a little bit, though. Let's get a
All right.
story what the press is saying about him, because like this came out a while ago, but they just got convicted. That's the whole thing. Like that's why we brought it up during Lopez's episode, and he's like, "No shit, dude. Like I know the guy." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here. Let's get him on here."
Okay, so
we
this
got-
is the NPR article from 2018. I'll get something more recent when I can, but
It's on ABC News.
anyways, a Chinese citizen was arrested Tuesday on charges that he helped China in an effort to recruit engineers and scientists at U.S. defense contractors for possible espionage.
Engineers. So guys like Dom here, it was like, "Hey man, what?"
I'll totally build your highway.
So this is how you put down the landfill, and then you put the asphalt over it.
A whole other MOS.
Go on, Jones. Go on.
In a 17-page criminal complaint dated September 21st, 2018, federal prosecutors charged Chaoqun, 27, with 1 count of knowingly acting as an agent of a foreign power. The Associated Press writes, G made an initial appearance in federal court in downtown Chicago looking tired and fidgeting as he stood before the U.S. magistrate judge, Michael T. Mason.
So tired.
G huddled with a Chinese language interpreter for much of the 15-minute hearing. But when the judge asked if he understood his rights, G lifted his head and said in English, I understand.
Very good.
See, that part pissed me off the most.
Yeah?
This son of a bitch spoke better English than I did. And he had an interpreter in court. I'm like, the fuck you need an interpreter for?
Well, to be fair,
probably his
the
handler.
legal jargon and all that stuff.
His English was immaculate.
His English?
English. See? I told you he speaks better than I do.
Go on, Jonesy.
G, who was living in Chicago, allegedly worked at the direction of a high-level intelligence officer within the Jiangsu Province Ministry of State Security, a provincial department of the China's Ministry of State Security.
We're going to go to a fueler company. Get a lot of intel out there.
G was tasked with providing the intelligence officer with biographical information on 8 individuals for possible recruitment by the JSSD, according to a Defense Department statement.
So, damn. Did he interview you?
First of all, how did he pass a MEPS background check?
Because
I
it's
guess we're gonna
maps.
find out.
Well, because, like, he didn't... So, like...
He was
From
part
what
of
I remember,
the MAVNI program.
Homeboy was like, oh, okay, he had a master's degree in engineering back in China. And I guess he wanted to get the equivalent in the United States. And as he was like on his way here, they're like, hey, do you like communism? Do you want to spy for communism? And he's like, okay. So like they really wouldn't have known that this guy like had any background in
Oh, there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Can't-
It's like
can't
1.5
count 'em all.
You'd think
billion.
there would be
Yeah,
like a
like-
fucking
Can't
whole
count 'em all.
briefing that this asshole would have gone through or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they wouldn't have fucking come then. Or what else you got, Jonesy?
The criminal complaint says G first arrived in the U.S. in 2013 on a non-immigrant student visa to study electrical engineering at Illinois Institute of Technology in Chicago, earning a master's in electrical engineering in 2015. And he goes to... whatever. The following year, G enlisted in the Army Reserves under military ascensions vital to the national interest because he has electrical engineering.
Well,
So, but
this is my conspiracy.
But here's the
theory.
thing:
It's not my
he
conspiracy
came
theory,
in
but
on a
it's kind of-
student visa, and he's allowed to enlist. That's
So this
what
is
really
something
gets
I
me.
talked about with PD and with Gil when he was on. Is like I feel like the U.S. like they know what's going on with these guys, so they bring them in, like get them on the whole plan coming in, and they put them in these shit units like a fueler company, right? Because like
It was pretty shit.
yeah, right. It's gotta be like whatever, and like oh he wants intel, yeah. Learn about JP8 and figure out the formula.
Yeah, but
Know
when
what
they wanna-
diesel is.
When they want to turn him, then
I mean-
not just arrest him, like turn him.
What my idea of it is like to catch the bigger fish is like to hook them in, sure, bring them in.
Watch
and then
this whole program collapses now because we discovered it.
Semper Hooah, if you hadn't heard it before, right here, this is we're crashing it. Sorry, .gov, fucked up your shit.
We're gonna be like the military version of Alex Jones,
I got the FBI
calling everything out 5 years before it happens.
FBI knocking on the door. Well, at least we're not calling.
Yeah,
It's not. I don't even want to say
Let's
the
not
name.
even touch that.
Let's not even do it. It's all fake.
we can't afford $1 billion lawsuit.
Let's try.
You're only one parlay away.
That's rough. That's so rough.
I don't even have $1,000.
He's very poor.
80%
dollar
of
can-
gamblers quit right before making it big.
Anyway, all right, yeah, let's go off it. Unless you got some more about
I mean,
chicken Chinese.
so I did
Chinese
find
chicken.
his most recent
Chickadee China?
article about his conviction. It was actually a pretty quick trial, only 2 weeks.
Not bad.
And
Guilty.
yeah.
Can you hit that up there, Lopez? There, whatever you can. Once again.
And the jury only took 6 hours total.
All right, guilty.
Took him that long.
We knew about it.
Yeah, I
already.
thought that would have been like
Yeah, it
6
was quick. We
minutes.
covered him before, but
Like, all right, guys,
Like, did you hear how they caught
we got to
him?
get out of here in time for happy hour.
Did you hear how they caught him?
no, go on.
So like,
At O'Hare, we already touched on that.
but like how they got onto him.
Go on.
So like, he would like keep sending emails back to China, and it would be like in the subject it would say midterm test questions. Like, and he did this like 9 times. And so like finally the cloud was like nobody has that many midterms. So like they looked into it and they got like schematics of missiles.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like I think the FBI would like to know about this. And that's how like I don't know how he knew the FBI was onto him because they caught him at O'Hare. But like that's how we got onto him. Like the cloud caught him, and nobody understands. The
No,
cloud.
there was there's probably someone that the Chinese have probably turned in FBI intel, a counter intel that
Yeah, maybe I
dropped it.
What did you actually say directly to him though?
I used to call him a fucking spy.
Just
to his
straight up,
face.
like, you just be like,
I'm
you are a fucking
you are
spy."
transmitting stuff back to Beijing. You're telling Xi
That's him
Jinping.
again.
Oh yeah,
Xi Jinping,
Xi
whatever.
Jinping.
is that outside the unit?
No, it's not.
You sure that looks?
Can you put that up? Some of us
He is.
can't
It's
see.
up. Oh yeah, we're all bigger.
Yeah.
He's very tall.
No, it's
Or is
not.
the picture
really wasn't.
better?
No,
That's
you-
just getting
no.
stretched.
It's all about angles.
I'm like 5'7".
I'm not
He's
gonna lie.
like-
He wears
He
that.
might have been like 5'10".
He wears that suit very well.
He does.
Well, you got to dress for success.
Yeah, all right. Fucking sabotage, baby.
And I felt bad too because
Tell this guy to watch some James Bond movies, man. Like his trade craft sucks.
Like, I felt bad for all the guys that weren't spies that were trying to get U.S. citizenship. Like, now everyone's gonna actually believe I was fucking around. Like, now everyone's gonna like,
The FBI has probably crawled so far up all their assholes
yeah,
by now.
yeah,
Fucking crazy.
Also, the guy from Pakistan probably a spy.
100%.
He's probably
And if
feeding
he gets
shit back
caught
to
too,
the
I
ISI
want
right
I want
now.
credit again.
Yeah, he's probably feeding shit back to the ISI. You know, if that's the case, you have a career now. The FBI is just going to hire you, and you're just going to go to all these units and be like, spy. How can you tell? I just know.
Don't like the cut of his jib.
That said, this dude was cheap as fuck. They only got him for $8,000.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
all
What?
they put towards him to get it to
Do
get
you
him
know
to
how much
flip.
8,000 goes in China for
Yeah,
your
you still get way more.
when your family is living in an apartment complex that has 25,000 people in it?
Yeah,
It's
that's when
fucking
that's
nuts.
when you say $8,000. No, I want the apartment complex.
Yeah, well, you could probably buy it for over there. Crazy, dude. So wow, that's kind of crazy. You're in the reserve world,
Yeah.
knowing a spy that's national coverage, calling him out, joking, ends up,
Well, when I
being
write my
legit.
memoirs, the story's gonna
I
be a
mean,
little bit deeper.
being a stereotypical guy, I love it just for fun. I like I said to my LT, it'd be great if he got caught. It would just like sell better on the show.
Like Jesus' cousin or something. Like,
I mean,
Always looking to the future.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair,
right?
the lieutenant does work at TSA.
He does. He's a TSA agent as well, too. And he also is going to a SIGINT unit. He's trying to. I'm like, suspect as fuck. And you're an officer? Like, come on. You're trying too hard. And he came back, like, during COVID, like, when it happened. Like, and it spread out. I was like, oh, you're part of it. I don't know. Just saying stupid
You're saying
shit.
he's the biological transmission
I think so.
vector?
I remember because he actually handed me. I talked about this before. I swear he like handed me a memory stick. You tried to, and I was just like, he just got back from China when shit was kicking off, and he put it on the table, and I took my foot and I swiped it off into the garbage. I'm like, I don't want to touch that shit.
SARS.
Next thing you know, our colonel was like had COVID, and then we're all like, we're done, we're out. All right, back to you. Got to spread all over the place with that shit. Spread COVID. That happened. All right. So after all that fun stuff, you went to another unit.
yeah.
And what unit was that again?
The 416 Tech.
And
But you were trying to do something else prior to that, right?
Yeah, I was trying to get out and go in the National Guard. I was going to go in the infantry and then retention. They're like, nah, they got combat engineers there, bro. Like, you'll totally see some action. I'm like, okay.
Not with this administration.
Yeah. And I got there and it was just nothing but officers.
Okay, so you where was that unit stationed out of?
Darien.
Yeah, I was gonna say Deerfield for some reason. But
I recognized your patch you had. I kind of looked at your Facebook thing a little bit creepily. Is that the cactus fucking thing?
oh, that's 334.
Oh, that's 334.
Yeah.
I thought that was the transient. Okay, I'm all
That's
fucked
the
up.
first
173rd?
sustainment brigade.
So I fucked that up. All right. Anyway, don't look at me like that, you piece of shit.
I will look at you however the fuck I want. Thank you very much.
Anyway,
You probably recognize the patch because there's the other unit that shares a building with us.
I know.
They
'cause
were
they
there.
wear the same cactus patch.
If you watch the movie Dodgeball, Patty, whatever his name is, the guy that teaches them how to play dodgeball, he has our patch on his jacket.
Yep.
I was like, what?
Patches O'Houlihan?
Yeah.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Yeah.
If you actually watch, well, never mind. I'm not gonna get other things. All right. So that's where you were. Then you got out.
Yeah.
Then you get out. Why give up this awesome career in the military? Let's hear
Well,
about
you
it.
said it. You said it yourself.
So, pretty much, I got in at 18, spent 6 years at the 334, Never went anywhere. Stayed there the entire time. Transferred units. Realized I hated that unit even more. I was like, I wish I could go back in time and force myself to stay at the 334 because it was nothing but officers. I was like one of the few enlisted guys. I was like,
That kind of sucks.
yeah, I'm
Got nobody to
miserable.
hang out with, right?
Doesn't matter what rank you are, you're still emptying trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was basically just driving officers around all day. Yeah, I was like, and I never got to go anywhere.
That's when you
Like,
use the excuse, I don't have a Humvee license.
yeah, like I never got to deploy, and I was getting up there. I was like 27. I know that's but like
No.
yeah, 27.
You're the old
never,
man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
never seen any kind of action or even just spent a day overseas.
Or just doing like anything. I know, I get it. It's like the whole like you want to do a little bit more, but you're just kind of stuck in this rut with it, right?
Yeah, like driving home, like stopping at a gas station in uniform, and somebody like, "Oh, thank you for your service." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm
No,
stealing your
thank
tax."
you, thank you for our freedom right now. That's how
Oh.
it's changed over. It's about to
Oh.
change over. So go
Yeah,
on.
and I'm like,
is somehow more
"Bro, I'm straight up
disingenuous.
stealing your taxpayer dollars." Like, like I don't do anything. Like that's when. So I was like, I lost my motivation.
Well, to be fair, none of us do anything in the rear.
Well, go on though. This
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, so like I just didn't want to be a guy that did 20 years and literally never left the country. So
Well, it sounds like a master sergeant for my unit.
yeah, so
Had
like
to go to his retirement
I was like,
ceremony.
maybe in another life, like I'll get to actually do something.
So that's actually very respectful. Like you want to do more. You weren't seeing where he's going, and you get the fuck out because of it. Because you're just like, dude. A lot of people just like milk the system.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. I mean, I've been in 20 fucking years. I milked the fuck out of it. But I mean, I've been all over the place, did some crazy shit, whatever. I'm only in it because I got a fucking family. If I wasn't for a wife and a kid, actually, fuck the wife. If it wasn't for my kid, I wouldn't be fucking in because my health care goes for her. That's the only fucking reason. Plus,
You had me at track here.
Yeah. I mean, can we put up the Purple Hearts?
God, that movie was so bad.
No, it's so bad. No, so I get that. Like you're getting out because you're like, that's a waste. Like there's guys like me that go, well, at this point in my life, I did all of my crazy shit. I'm staying in because I have to for financial reasons. Not financial, more just trying to take care of the fam. But you're a young buck, and I really respect the reason why you got out at that point. So, okay, why you got out? What the fuck is going on after that?
So I get out. And I'm looking at my bank account. I'm like, I got like $10 there. I'm like,
Sounds
probably should get my life together.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
That's enough for a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And a
not
40.
not Cook
Which
County.
fucking state?
So I'm like, all right, you're 27, or was I 27? Yeah, 27 at the time. I'm like, you're 27. You don't have a college degree. You did 9 years in the reserves. What are you gonna do? And then my uncle told me about a job opportunity, and I was like, oh hell yeah. And
How many legs did you break at this job opportunity?
I was about to say, you're Italian, so is your uncle Puerto Italian too? or
no,
is
my
this on
uncle
the-
actually is German.
Oh,
yeah.
das ist fast
Yeah,
So you can't,
okay,
be,
Deutsch
you can't be a made man then.
No. Depending on what family I would go into, I couldn't even be a made man. I'm a quarter Irish.
No, you can't. You're not
Well,
100% Italian.
So, we're getting off a little topic here, but
your
because
name, though,
because the
solid.
diluting in America, in most families now accept you if you're 50% or more on your father's side, which my father was half Sicilian, half Irish.
Say
so
your
it's
name one more time.
technically
Please pronounce your last name one more time.
Baglieri.
Baglieri. God, it's so fucking
to
delicious.
tell the family secret.
Dude, you have
I'm
a
a
great
quarter
fucking.
Dutch.
That's a movie.
Blazing
A
Saddles.
movie that can never be played ever again
Or
on TV
ever be made again.
because it's so.
They played that we had a coach bus going up to McCoy,
Get the fuck out.
and they played
actually
that.
played on
I was
that?
like, hey, first sergeant, I don't know about this one, chief. Like,
Dude, that's actually a funny thing about this. Jones, you might remember this one only. All right. Do you remember my NCOIC from a few years back, right? Big old black dude. right?
Yep.
I don't want to say his name. He listens too. I want to call him out. So the one only movie that he always loved was Blazing Saddles. And let me tell you, the man hated the N-word. Like, he's old school black guy, right? Hates it horribly, but he loved Blazing Saddles. And he loved it. So he's like, that's the only pass he gets. And I'm like fair, because that movie's fucking hilarious,
well,
right?
I mean, it's a comedy.
It's exactly, and that's
Hey,
the point
boys,
of it, right?
Look over here.
Single I can't even say like any line from that movie because like I'll just be like,
Where are the white women at?
that's actually the best one. Hey, see, it's coming off. Anyway, I don't know where we spun off so fucking far off on this shit. Where the fuck were we here?
Right there.
Yeah, right there. We're getting there. You got out. That's why you got out. You couldn't build the shit bullshit. All right, you're figuring shit out afterwards. Where are you at now? Like now, what's going on in life?
Well, finally moved on my mother's. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once again, you're still in your 20s.
Yeah, I'm 28 now.
Stuck in it. That's your high 20s, but good enough. You're still good.
Yeah.
Your generation, solid, because you were born in what year?
94.
Fuck your child.
4/4/94, baby.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's all right. You live in your parents' house as long as you can. It's the fucking. But you just moved out.
Yeah. Found a single bedroom apartment in Chicago. And I was
Yeah,
like,
but
I'm like, this
how
is the dream.
I'm not trying to like laugh at it. But I'm thinking about how horrible that life is.
I'm like, I can eat ramen every night. If I
I'm
really
thinking how
want.
great and horrible at the same time, like freedom. But you're like, oh man.
Remember when I said I grew up as an Italian prince, so I did not know how to cook anything. I still
why
don't
I'm
know
like-
how to cook anything. I'm like, Ma,
Come on,
Ma,
the
I need-
meatloaf.
But we still come over for like family dinner.
Yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
right?
I go over there. I'm like, Ma, gravy. I need more gravy, Ma. Which, for the listeners that don't know, that's what Italian Americans call sauce.
Sauce,
Yeah.
the sauce, baby, the
Right.
sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. You can stir. You can keep
Ooh.
stirring it. Keep
Oh.
stirring it. Keep stirring. You always got. You always got to start. You
You
can't.
don't.
You never let it sit.
When my mother dies, I'm not gonna know how to make it. I mean, I'm like,
Dude,
my
I
sister-
watched enough fucking mafia movies to realize how sauce works. Dude. Like you just fucking gotta keep doing it. And I also know the garlic has to be like razor thin to melt into it.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, you gotta use that shit. You gotta keep staring.
Put too many onions in there.
Yeah. That's how, dude. You know what? I watch these movies. I make the best sauce now. It's fucking great.
Gravy.
Like, dude, my sauce is fucking gravy. My
Yeah,
gravy.
gravy.
My
Ooh.
gravy. Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Bafangu.
Yeah,
Hey,
ooh.
hey.
Where's the gabagoo?
Where's
The gabbity gabbity
Gabagool.
Gabbity gabbity. All right, so
It's pronounced Capicula.
all right. What's your future plans? You got some plans here, man?
Well,
What's
yeah,
your life going on?
yeah. So the job I'm
what's
at
going
now, recently got promoted,
on?
and like, the best way I can put it at my job is like I'm like a second lieutenant now.
Oh,
Yeah,
bottom of the barrel.
yeah,
All right,
Like-
but in charge of shit.
yeah. Sort of.
Somewhat.
When
Someone
the-
in charge, but
when
yet
when the
retarded.
supervisor's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
There we go. Perfect. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah, like the plant manager comes back and he's like, "We only did 800,000 last night. We're supposed to do like 1.6." I'm like, "Well, see what happened, Chief, was like, the,
I don't know what these numbers are.
the
but-
wind blew wind blew the wrong way. And,
You're
I
talking
think-
me
Lost
all
my
wrong.
compass.
You're
Yeah.
talking me all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it again.
Stab you in the face with a
I'm like
solder knife.
sweating hard when I'm talking to him. I'm like, please don't fire me.
I need this job.
He'll come in and be like, "Hey, we're gonna do like 1.9 today." Where I'm like, "Yeah, I can
What
buy
is
it."
this job though? What are you doing here?
I don't want to say because I don't want.
Well,
them
they
to
don't
get-
get- I mean,
we
in
manufacture-
general-
yeah, we manufacture things and we ship them out.
Fucking Italians.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say what I'm doing, but,
Yeah.
I'm doing something.
I'm the shipping clerk. is-
Oh, the shit.
I'm gonna go get the papers. Get the
Yeah,
papers.
I can't say what I'm doing, but I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I like it. Respect. though.
Yeah, so my boss, the plant manager, be like, "We're gonna do like 1.9 today." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna buy a lottery ticket. If it hits, I'll donate it into the."
See, the
into
joke. The
pot."
joke is he's actually talking about a Lufthansa raid that's gonna happen at O'Hare.
Oh, hey,
Oh, hey. Oh, the Dagos are at it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dago bastards. Your greasy mustache and greasy hair.
Little Dago bastard.
All right, sorry. So that's what's going on. All right, you got some interesting hobbies. Obviously, history number one. You're a history buff.
Oh yeah.
You are fucking solid. You
Yeah.
before we went on the show, we were out back talking a little bit, smoking some cigarettes, drinking some beers, having a good time. Well, you're drinking beers. I'm drinking bourbon because I'm old and that's how I do shit.
And
I'll
some
bring
of us
I'm
have
gonna
to
bring
work
in this
later.
Scotch later.
Yeah, well, I got some scotch upstairs.
Is that left over from the night?
But yeah, no, we got. But you and the other history buff over here, more on number A, as I call him. You guys went. He hates that because he's not an idiot. But anyway, you guys were talking some good shit though. So you're a history buff. What's your big? Which part of history do you love mostly?
You mean like
Like
what
what's
type
your,
of history?
Yeah,
or
what
like,
type of like era?
Oh, okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
World War II is the.
Your big one.
That's
so you're,
the-
you're
that's
kind of
the-
like me, but you really were spouting out shit better than I knew stuff. I thought I liked World War II. Fuck.
Well,
you got deep.
my idea of a good Wednesday night is going on YouTube and just watching like the War Academy like hour-long lectures.
That's
Like,
fantastic.
and, like,
Is that the
not
name
many
of the
ladies like it, but
Well,
Wait, is that the name of the channel?
I think there's a couple of them. There's the War Academy, which is the literal U.S.
Yeah, because I like to listen to those longer videos when I play Xbox. So
Yeah.
like I need some good ones.
Pershing. There's a Pershing Academy, I think,
Ooh.
which is focuses on World War One.
Ooh,
Yeah.
one's good. It's not spicy enough.
I don't
for
know.
me.
Dan Carlin's hardcore history on World War One is really dope.
No, I'm not knocking World War One. World War Two is just so fucking.
Well, it's the sequel that.
Yeah, the sequel's better, right?
Yeah.
World
It's
War
the
II
first
Electric
time-
Boogaloo.
Yeah. It was a better war.
The Revolutionary War.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
That's why I got, if you don't notice something shit around the
Yeah.
room, I'm a big fan of that as well.
Like the crazy things that happened in the Revolution is just like blows your mind.
Well,
Like,
you notice that like this side of the room is like, well, it's kind of a mixture.
got
there.
Washington crossing the
Yeah, but then you got
Delaware.
like this side's a little more like
Yeah.
WW2.
Yeah,
Uh,
like for example, like we get our asses handed to us on Long Island, like
Mhm.
and Manhattan. We just get our shit rocked, and Washington's got to get over to the Jersey side, but the British are literally like 100 yards away. So he's like, how are we going to evacuate, what remains of the Continental Army? And then a fog comes in, and just blocks our movement to get over to the Jersey side, and nobody wants to go to New Jersey, but we had.
They don't even want to go now.
Yeah. And like it's just if that fog doesn't come in, we're not sitting here today talking about crazy military stories for the U.S. We're talking about being still a dominion like Canada up there. It's just crazy.
a dominion of. I love how the
Bro,
fuck
we
you
wouldn't
wrote
have
that.
had
That was-
normal TV for 2 weeks because of that cunt.
I just love how he fucking described Canada.
They're technically a dominion.
I know. It's just the way you say the way it's not okay. It's the way it rolled off your fucking tongue. Like it was
Just
like
natural.
yeah, it was like the dominion of Canada. Like the way it came off was like fuck them.
Canada's like the UK's Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they're fake Americans.
No, they gave up their guns.
Go on.
They're not even that.
Like I have to make a delivery to Canada 3 times a week, and the drivers they're not friendly.
Okay.
I don't care what anyone says. They're
Go on to deliver to Canada. What do you
like the company I work for, we ship things up to Canada.
okay, so you go all the way up there.
No, I don't.
You bring it up
No,
there?
the truck. I load the truck.
You guys meet
okay.
halfway.
And the drivers are just so angry. Like,
Is it because things fell off their truck?
no, because it takes forever. Yeah, like, and
So it's like the South.
and
That's like-
I'm like telling them like, you better calm down before I get bited on the horn. And we turn your country into a big ass parking lot.
Yeah, we gotta fuck up Canada.
California has more people than your whole country.
That's
like,
actually one thing about Canada. I think it's fucking
I think
hilarious.
Chicago has more people than their whole country.
in the well.
The last time I was in Canada, like, dude, I went through U.S. Customs in Canada.
Yeah.
I went through U.S. Customs in Canada before I came back in.
When
the
I flew
country.
back from the Bahamas,
From Winnipeg. Winnipeg in
I
here.
went through customs on Nassau.
Isn't that
before
awesome?
I flew back. It was
Isn't that
amazing.
like, how awesome are we? We're like, you know what? We're gonna put our customs just like fucking over there.
First
you
of
go
all,
through all that shit over
if
there.
I had known that, I would be like, yo, I'm totally going to get a job at the TSA in the Bahamas, man.
Right? I kind of felt bad for the guys that were like U.S. fucking, doing the CBP guys up there. They're doing the customs guys.
Mhm.
They're in Winnipeg. I'm like, oh, what a shitty posting.
What a fucking shit job
That
that
shit
is.
in Winnipeg. Ugh.
I actually do enjoy the Canadians, but
No, I've
yeah.
got family. My fucking half my family. So when
Same.
half my family when they came in from the old country, they split off because they actually went through Canada first before they came in through the States, and the other
And then they got lost on their way to Chicago.
well, Polacks, and then they're like, oh, the retards stayed up in Canada. The other ones were like, oh, we'll go to Chicago.
the ones that love freedom.
Yeah, well, it came down here, right? And the morons.
You might
Sorry.
have free healthcare, but I
I
got.
swear to
freedom.
God, I know like half my fucking Canadian family's like,
well,
hey,
they just couldn't quit all of communism.
Yeah, you might have free healthcare, but I got a $700 billion military budget.
damn
so-
fucking straight. I still respect that fucking airborne dude we covered a few weeks back though.
Mhm.
The fucking Miller Lite guy.
No, it's because I'm
Oh,
telling you, he
yeah,
only got
yeah.
NJP because it wasn't a Molson.
Well, yeah, Miller Lite, which is your
Moosehead.
favorite
Or
beer.
Labatt.
Oh,
A Moosehead.
Moosehead's
Yeah.
good shit. I actually like Moosehead
Yeah,
a lot.
I
It's
enjoy
a
me a good
really
Moosehead.
good beer.
Yeah.
Solid fucking beer. If you're ever at Epcot in Florida,
As opposed to Epcot in Georgia.
okay, yeah, Epcot
You don't know.
Disney. You never know. There might be one.
I don't know. I know
There's
a lot.
the fucking was it the Canadian restaurant there? Can you
Let's say yeah.
say again?
Let's say yeah.
Say it in English.
The cellar.
The Cellar.
Ah.
Thank you, you fucking piece of shit. Thanks, Jones.
How British can they be when they all speak French too?
It is a great Canadian steakhouse at Epcot, and obviously Moosehead's on their thing. Good Canadian whiskeys too. Food.
No
is
such
fuck-
thing.
No, there is a such thing.
Can you get like moose steak?
What do they got up there? Pull up a menu. Pull up
I never had moose, so I like to-
because I've been there. He knows it. Jonesy knows it too. Jonesy was just
I've
there.
eaten there twice.
Yeah, I've been there like 4 or 5 times. It's fucking fantastic.
I'm surprised you've been there that many times since they don't have good whiskey.
They do. They have my makers.
Is it they had makers. Okay, good.
No, they have actually like good bourbons too. Like and good
Damn,
Canadian
look at those
whiskeys.
prices.
There's no such thing as good Canadian whiskey.
Yeah,
what do
welcome
you
to
got?
Disney World. You're
You don't
paying
like
out the ass
Canadian
for
Club?
everything.
It's
What
garbage.
Besides the escargot,
The
what
only
else they
reason
got
it
up
got
there?
popular was because of
Oh, the
fucking
Canadian,
prohibition.
the cheddar cheese soup.
Yo, hold on, pause. Escargot.
Yeah, they do. They got it. They got it. I know they have it. Is there the
I am a slut
lobster
for
they,
some
They have
snails, man.
lobster mac and cheese, by the way.
Really?
Oh, I love them.
That's really
So
good.
Is the
But
lobster mac
they're
and cheese on
land
the menu?
scallops.
Did you see that on there?
Yeah, it's on there.
How much is lobster mac and cheese?
Believe it was. Where are you?
Is it in Canadian dollars?
No, it's American.
How many
hope that's-
Monopoly money?
I hope that's pesos.
How many loonies does it cost?
Dude, this place is fucking legit.
I don't respect any country that's currency has kids playing hockey.
Or has a fucking goose on it?
Where are your war heroes?
Have you ever been to a Canadian titty bar? They're fucking
That's got to be
fantastic.
terrifying.
No, it's not bad at all.
They
I mean,
do a
they're
rub
Fren-
and
they're
tug in
usually
the back?
French whores, but like
My favorite.
Well, I used to go to across from Detroit. What's that? Windsor, that fucking shithole. Because it's 19 and drink over there. So when I was younger, I was like, well, we stopped in town after active duty, came back in town. We were back in there, like, oh, we can't drink, but we can. It's only a 4-hour drive.
Was that around the time you bought that pink limo?
I did. I bought the pink limousine, the 85 Lincoln crushed red velvet interior. I remember that. We went over up to first.
Are you a mobster's wife?
Right. No. What happened was like I was just getting off. This is actually a little later. I was getting off active duty right at that point. Yeah, I remember that. And I opened up a speakeasy. Not gonna give a fuck if I talk about it. And we're in Canada. We're only in Canada for a reason, because I opened up a speakeasy and I'm like, well, dude, we need a limo for our guests because we can't park all these people in front. There's a Dominic's parking lot. Remember Dominic's when Dominic's was around?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Of
when
course
they
we
were still
do.
there.
We're Italian.
My father.
And
worked
Dominic, especially Dominic. Hey,
My
Dom.
father worked in the warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, they named it after him.
Because shit fell off the trucks there.
Very well.
No, they spell it with a K.
So we were like, we had this parking lot. Like, we had trouble bringing, our guests back over. The car. We had to get multiple over. Plus, we wanted in style. It'd be nice to have a fucking limousine. Plus, I wanted a limo. For $1,000, I go on Craigslist at the time, which is a lot of money still, like 20 fucking years ago. G-Notes, no joke, right?
I'm not dropping $1,000.
Right, you're 23 years old at the time, 22, 23. I
At
was
this
like,
point, I'd
fuck.
drop $20,000 on a pink limo.
But I found this thing in Detroit. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm like, I got a limo. At this time, I got my technically my adopted son, who's actually an E8 right now in the Air Force. You're listening, bud. Don't worry, I'm not saying your name. Fucking good for you, bro. God damn, you made it pretty fucking far. My child is doing so well.
A boy.
My boy's an E8. That's
He's
fucking
2
fantastic.
years younger.
No, he's 4 years younger, but regardless. So we're like, all right, we're gonna go pick up this Craigslist thing. $1,000 pink Lincoln 86, 87 limo with crushed red velvet interior. We're gonna pick this thing in Detroit. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up to Windsor, Canada, because we're half the group is underage. Some of us are of whatever. We'll go party up in Windsor at the casino, titty bars, the clubs that work. So we go do that one night Holes Bar. We go crazy, right? Afterwards, we go stop in Detroit, go pick up this limo. Well, that's what happens with this fucking limo here. I dropped the fucking note. The guy's like, hey, dude, be careful under the dash. There's some fucking wiring. I'm like, okay, we're going to have a good
Exposed
time.
wiring.
Whatever, fine. Well, here's the money. We had a good night the last night before. Pick up the limo. I'm in the back seat fucking trash talking to my adopted son who's driving the car. And I'm picking up the phone. I'm like, all right, where are we going for the next stop? Having fun. And he's like, all right, why don't you come up here? As I come up there, I kick all the wiring over, fry something out. The car blows up. Literally ignites on fire. We're going to pull over to the side like, Jesus Christ. Luckily, we had a convoy with us. We got out. We had to tow this thing away. I never picked up the thing again. I lost. I had a pink limo for about 5 hours that I had like a phone call with from the front and back, and me crossing over, like doing that drunken, like retarded, like sweep into it.
That was a $200 an hour ride.
It was horrible because like I thought I was gonna bring this thing back home. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a limo. No, I fucking killed it. Like I killed my pet. I'm gonna pet him with stroke. No, I fucking destroyed it.
What kind of wiring was like?
Dude, I mean, whatever it was, the guy warned me.
It was in Detroit.
It was a heads up.
Well.
The dude, heads up. He's like, don't touch this. I go, all right. Well, I didn't mean to touch it. I was flipping over trashed as shit. A few hours later, we almost made it to Chicago. We were this close. And the guy's like, I can tow it back for a few thousand. I'm like, dude, I bought it for $1,000. Like, it's cute.
This is the scam that he does.
I'm like,
Just some exposed wiring.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the scam is my dumb
Take it
ass.
off your hands for $2,000.
Dude, the phone worked. I was impressed at the fact that he picked up the phone front to back going, hello, this is your father.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Your
That could have
father's
been
in the rear.
that could have been the bad though.
Please stop over at McDonald's because I want a cheeseburger.
I went to Detroit once, saw Comerica Park, threw up immediately. we went to a Michigan Wolverines game.
Oh, so yeah, you're a big sports guy.
Oh,
so
huge.
Get into it.
Yeah. Well, Michigan game.
Fuck Michigan.
Yeah. Well,
If you're an ours.
go Illini.
Yeah.
Went to Michigan for a game. Went to the big house. Got obliterated.
No.
Then yeah, right. And, you know, Michigan, they don't let you drink in the stadium still.
A lot of places feel like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now Memorial Stadium, baby, they let you pound as many beers as you like.
That's how we do it here.
Yeah. And it's the only way they get people in the stands.
You ever been downstate in Illinois? It fucking sucks down there.
Well, what
accent-
school did you go to again there, Sami?
Huh?
What school did you go to again?
Western Illinois.
The
That's the
11X.
Yeah.
11X.
I'm also widely aware of how much it sucks down there in Illinois because I was there.
All right, go on with
So,
your,
so you know, we party in Ann Arbor, and then the next day, you know, I'm deathly hungover. And my buddy's like, let's go to Detroit. I'm like, let's not. Like, why on God's green earth?
If your idea the day after drinking is to go to Detroit, you should perhaps quit drinking.
He's like, no, dude. It's the grittiest city in America. Let's just go to Detroit. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna die. Like,
I don't know, man.
He's like,
Oakland.
I'm driving, so we're going. I'm like, all right, fine. So we get to Detroit. First thing we see is a house burnt to the ground. But like the
about right for the
foundation, the
town.
walls
Yeah.
are still standing.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's about right for that.
Yeah. And there's a clothesline with clothes drying still in this burnt down house. I'm like, Jesus, fuck, are we in Baghdad? Like, so,
Well, Detroit's actually got green spaces by comparison.
and then he's like, oh, there's Ford Field. Comerica's right next to it. I'm like, all right, let's go see him. And we drive past Ford Field. Looks like a big warehouse. There's literally nothing. It's white. It's weird. And like, Comerica's beautiful. Like, that's a beautiful stadium. But now we get to a red light, and I just feel it coming up. So I open up the door to throw up over the side, and I forget to take the seatbelt off, right?
Whoa.
And like I throw up, I shut the door, and then I feel it coming back up again. So I open the door, and I repeat this process like 6 times. And my dumbass refuses to unlock the seatbelt. So now every time I lean, it gets tighter and tighter. And like I'm literally fighting against the seatbelt to get out because I don't want to throw up in his car. I popped a blood vessel in my eye trying to fight the seat. And the best part about it is we're at a red light at an intersection. You know those bikes that people can like drink on? They have to pedal them.
The pedal pubs?
Yeah. One of those is just driving by as I'm throwing up outside the side of the car. They're probably like, oh, God.
That's when you're like, don't mind me. It's just Detroit.
Yeah, like, I'm like, bro, can we please leave now? He's like, no, I have to get Detroit-style pizza. I'm like,
Go
we
to
don't, we're
Little
not
Caesars.
I'm like, bro, we're not from here. Where are you going to go? And he goes, we're going to get Jets. I'm like, they have that in Chicago. Like, why are we getting? I'm like, can we just please go back to Chicago? He's like, no, we have to get. I'm like, so we stopped in some neighborhood in Detroit. I don't even know where, but he got his freaking pizza, and while I'm dying in the back seat, like I'm like, dude, it's like a 7-hour drive back to Chicago. Let's go. So yeah, that was my one experience in Ann Arbor.
And you're never going on a road trip with this person again.
Well, He's like my best friend, so like we kind of forced to.
Yeah,
like,
fair.
He lives in the apartment above me.
That's convenient.
Yeah, you're a big sports guy though, man.
Oh, yeah.
You are. You're huge. You love
White Sox, Bears.
not the Cubbies, huh?
No,
No, he likes good
You're
baseball.
Southside.
my
You
my,
live in the north side, but you
my family's from the south side.
Okay.
My family's from Taylor.
Italian,
Street. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
I
from
mean-
Taylor Street, so
I mean,
I grew up a White Sox fan.
I figured.
Yeah.
With that fucking last name,
Yeah, Will.
not a lot of eye ties up on that side.
My
of
mother's
Bucktown.
maiden name's Denise.
Yeah, we don't support waspy ass fucking baseball teams.
Oh, I forgot. You. Another fucking day go here. God damn, both you guys. Jesus Christ. Whatever. All right. Anyway,
You're just jealous.
Am I? Of what? Who won the fucking last World Series between our two teams? Exactly. No
Cricket.
comment. No comment.
Wait. Who was able to win a World Series in under a century?
Regardless.
78 years is all it takes us.
Yeah.
It don't take us 106.
We did it in 78.
Yeah.
You pieces of shit.
People were still alive.
How do you guys feel about what's his name leaving? Oh, because
Tony La Russa?
good with his heart or his condition, right?
The way they underperformed this year, they
They're still
It was
working.
either that or he was gonna
Underperforming
get
last
I
fired.
think they're-
81 and 81.
I don't think they're that bad
That's
though.
literally the definition of mediocre.
that. I mean, I don't think they're that bad. I'm a Cubs fan, so that's not that bad. To me, it's like, hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, but we expect winners.
Right.
They were expected to destroy the AL Central.
I think the last season they did pretty good.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, last season was.
I mean, the fact that it was like
I'm
the
just-
first time in White Sox history they've gone to the playoffs 2 years in
Yeah,
a row.
Let's
They
Like,
did
be
pretty
real.
well the last
Almost
season
every
before.
Chicago sports team it's the curse of this fucking city.
Yeah, this
not the
this
sky
year-
though.
Yeah,
Am I
if you're not
right?
if you're not fucking if you're not Chicago,
We
when
got
you're
the
listening,
sky.
If you're not Chicago when you're listening, we now have absolute garbage. The Bears are shit.
Oh god.
The Hawks have been shit forever. Well, not forever. Since
Since
50,
the three-peat,
Since 50.
yeah.
Yeah, they've been garbage. So they're on my list of shit. Cubs have been shit. Sox now turned into shit. They're the latest.
We'll see
turning-
next year.
They're the latest turning into shit. Actually,
Well,
the only
aren't
thing we
you
got
guys
is a WNBA. Is the only thing we got.
No one really mentions the fire either.
They were good there for a while.
It's
weren't they?
soccer.
I-
Who gives a fuck about soccer unless you're
Only during the World Cup.
Lopez's family over there? They don't fucking
Not even that. We're not
And
even-
most of them
not
watch
even soccer
Premier
fans.
League anyway.
bullshit. I
Nope.
watched what was that fucking Sicario? You come on, daddy, play soccer.
My dad actually played basketball growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
No soccer in my family.
Huge if true.
My dad played
You're
basketball.
Like fake Mexican. You're
my
so
mom,
fake
my mom played
basketball.
volleyball growing up, and
Didn't you play
Portuguese?
volleyball?
And then
What are
I
you,
played
Portuguese?
volleyball.
You're not that tall.
What kind of Mexican?
I had hops,
volleyball
man.
and basketball.
yeah.
I'm gonna go build a time machine.
I,
Put-
and you, I know I like you, but you're kind of fake Mexican, man. Like you're fucking.
Wait,
you're
you're
You
swole.
act like I'm out here like
You're
know,
acting white as shit over there. Your family is whiter than fuck. Volleyball and basketball.
With your swole
fuck
ass,
outta-
I'd get you at linebacker. Right
Yeah, no
now.
shit,
Yeah,
dude.
like-
Yeah.
First of all, Daisy Fuentes is Latina, and she was a phenomenal volleyball player.
Okay, it's very rare though, and the whole
Before your time. Before your time. She was really big in the 90s.
yeah, she was
Huge.
She was.
Well, she wasn't big. She was very...
Anyway,
Anyway.
spicy. Anyway, it's been fun having you on, bud.
Oh,
thank you for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
It's it's been interesting. One of our different episodes.
I will say that
Yeah.
my time in the 334 wouldn't be the same if I haven't met. I didn't meet Dom there.
Well,
It's weird hearing him call me Dom.
really down.
Yeah.
All right, Bags.
Thank you.
There you're welcome.
big
You
lives.
don't ever hear me calling you Gil.
family.
From time
family.
to when you present
Well,
me
dude,
to your
yeah.
family.
Well, yeah, that's when he comes and she's like, "Yeah, I go by Gil." I go, "I know you as Lopez, bro."
Yeah.
That's-
No,
I'm
well,
not
you
We
calling
call
call
him
me-
Lopez.
Oh
Heavy
yeah.
man.
Oh, really? I mean, he's not that retarded. I don't
No.
think so.
I think it might just be the speed of his work.
How did you get that nickname?
Which one?
Slopez.
I don't fucking know.
Hernandez gave it to you.
I heard. I've been told Slopez and Swopez and then.
Swole, I could see that.
Uh,
He was a cocktail fucker when he first joined you. Then he slides down a little bit.
It's cutting.
No one really knows where
I gotta get-
nicknames
I
come
gotta-
from. They
I
just
gotta
come
get
out of
ready for
nowhere, out of the
hideaway,
ether,
man.
if they will.
Yeah, like the Jew Jones.
My-
Like, it's weird how that comes up, right?
My nickname in basic was Bangladesh.
I
My drill sergeant was from Louisiana, and he couldn't pronounce my northern name.
Well, they
That's
can't
why
pronounce
I go by
anything in
OG,
Louisiana.
by the way, because it doesn't. Yeah.
I just remember he was like, bag, fuck it, guy. Your name's
Bags.
Bangladesh. I'm like,
Okay. Bangladesh. God damn.
There's not even an N in my name.
Not even close
We had
to
a
my
guy in our
people.
platoon named Montanez De La Rosa. They just started calling him Alphabet Soup.
That's a hell of a name.
Solid.
Dude, his name tape was like, normal size, but the lettering was like that big.
I'm actually thinking about legally changing mine to OG, like just to make it simpler, because my name. Well, I'm not gonna say it on here because I don't. But I mean, that's why I went by it
His
because
name
it's like
is, and his address is.
to stop saying the. Well, I started it anyway. Thank you for coming on once again.
I appreciate
Look,
it.
I didn't tell him what the name of the street is.
I know you got
It's-
brought on by this guy over here, and it
Yeah.
turned out great. Like you were just, yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Once again, I do a little
Appreciate
shake of the
it.
hand there, man. Sami, good to see you this episode. Lopez, Gil.
Yes.
Gross.
You call me Lopez. It's fine.
I don't like it. I mean, like the Gil.
Gil
things.
is
I don't
such a
like
white name.
Well, my full name is
It's
Gilberto.
Gilberto.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Jonesy,
So-
let's play us out here. All right, where are we at? We got to do some. By the way, next episode we're gonna do $1,000 giveaway for the movie episode.
I haven't been fucking paid yet.
Your $19 or 26 your Chili's gift card.
I won
Everyone else
those.
has got
I won
theirs.
those fair and square.
You got the other one. You got the Cabela's one. Fuck off. Don't act like I don't
I,
pay
I
people.
forget where I put that.
I just forget about you.
Could
'cause
use
you
that for my
suck.
shotgun shells.
All right, please like, follow, subscribe. Remind yourselves we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all podcast platforms, and watch us on YouTube or at semper.com. I'm really slaughtering this fucking intro. All right, you can intro, outro, end. It's either way.
Finn.
Yes. All right. Where was I?
You can support the show.
Oh yeah, at semper.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing.
Follow us.
And you're fucking being a dick right now. I'm going all for 50% of which profits go to Tango 3. Sami, Tango 3.
Tango 3, with your help, they will support vetted organizational projects that help with veteran mental health issues and veteran suicide prevention through the sale of Dove Creek Akashi Wagyu beef jerky.
Oh, wow, you did that really fucking well. And don't forget to send the hate mail to Tango 3. Or not Tango 3. Yeah, send them over there. Send it to Tango 3. All the hate mail goes to
That's what happens with
tango3.org.
bourbon on tap.
Yeah, right. No, don't forget to send the hate mail to contact@semperhua.com. And yes, I'm trashed at 3.5 fucking plus hours in. All right, guys. Catch you guys next episode.